Go the other way.
Practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing.
Me?
Want you to smoke the natural herb.
Sweet.
Some call it marijuana.
Sweet.
Some call it sesame.
Sweet.
Some call it dance bread.
The tea.
And some people call it...
Welcome to another edition of the Adam Dunn Show. I'm your host, Adam Dunn.
I'm Dave Charnick.
He's back.
Wow.
We tried so hard to keep him away.
We did.
It was
That
he
was
somehow
so
made it
swappy.
back.
Like I told you, all you have to do is ask.
Oh, don't cry.
And now we're in a bad mood, all of us.
Yeah, well, now we're all pissed. But you know what? Luckily, Uncut Bush came through. He heard our calling.
Man, you guys look cloudy.
He heard our calling. It was like
Yeah.
we just put the word out. That's what happens on the Adam Dunn Show. You say something, and it happens.
Yeah.
What did he get
Roll
us now?
video. Roll video.
Oh, my God. I'm
Gosh,
sorry.
dang it.
I didn't
Because
get
you know
that.
Uncut's watching right now, waiting to see what's going down at the So High Cafe. See, now you can see us from Sheridan, I believe. Look at Vinny with his pirate thing on. What's going on?
Got the pirate jacket on.
Oh, good job. I like how it barely covers you. It kind of moves around. It's like,
All right, here we
look
go.
at that. Oh, shit. This is what you'll see when you're pulling up. Come on now. And we're getting more versions.
Nice, dude. A whole garden of them.
Yeah, like a garden. Yeah, a garden of floppy guys. It's loud though. That's the only problem. It's loud. Floppy guys. I was like,
Flappy
Yeah.
guys are loud.
a bit loud.
Oops.
It would be pretty loud on the show through the door when anybody opened it.
Oh yeah, we couldn't do that. Thank God we're over here though.
I know. When you started up, I could hear it through the Zoom call over there. I thought it was funny.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. We're doing a recap. We're doing the Spannabis Recap. It's kind of funny too because we have the king of the wooks coming into the studio.
What? Hold on. What is a wook?
Oh God!
Let's get a full definition here because I know I've asked this before.
You're a
You don't like
deadhead.
Star
but
Wars?
every
You're a
time,
deadhead.
no, but
How
when
do you
you
not
call,
know what a wook is?
but it can't be a bad thing then if you're calling Miles the king of the wooks.
It is a bad thing.
It is a
Miles-
bad thing.
How? He's
Miles-
awesome.
I know. It's
Yeah.
it's a good bad thing.
It's a good bad thing.
It's like when you're the king of the wooks, it's different than just being a plain old wook.
No,
So, now you
no,
control
it
the
isn't.
wooks.
It is.
You run the wooks.
You're the number one wook. You're the worst of the worst and the best of the best.
No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need any. It doesn't need a.
You are
description.
what you govern.
But we know he's a wook because he's back. That's what wooks do.
This is like 4 times in 6 weeks, right?
That's what.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a whole month.
It's when they keep coming back.
When you get a
Oh,
wook-
wait, hold on. Breaking. I'm getting
Wait.
a definition brought
There
up
you
here.
go. Oh, there we go.
A wook is a slang term used to describe someone who is deeply involved in the jam band or hippie music scene, often attending music festivals and characterized by a bohemian style of dress and a tendency to use psychedelic drugs. The term can carry negative connotations, suggesting
Oh.
poor hygiene and a mooching lifestyle.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, so we do everything except for the hygiene
Thank
part.
you.
The mooch, we're all.
No,
a
he's
little bit
very
there.
generous.
He's
Hence
exactly,
my
exactly.
self-loathing.
So
Yo, we need a fan to get some of that smoke out in front of y'all.
We need a
Oh,
fan to
shit.
get some of that smoke out from front of y'all.
is that from you or something?
Wow.
Is that comment?
What? Are you like a Mexican Texan? A Tex-Mex all wrapped up into one?
Yeah.
Texican.
A Texican.
Yeah.
He is. So anyway, we have coming back on the show. So we have. So which is the cool part is that 3 weeks ago. I don't know how many times he's been here. 4 weeks ago. It was a long time ago.
It's 4 weeks in a
The
row.
first show, we were supposed to have a guest. Oh yeah, the first show we were supposed to have Brian Brownbox come in from the East Coast and a cartoonist, super cool. And Miles sort of turned us on to him, right? And then he was like, yeah, for sure. And then, yeah, great, free stuff. You got some free stuff. And then but he was like going to Spannabis. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe when you get back from Spannabis. Spannabis Recap show, what a perfect opportunity. So he's going to join us at the end of the show.
Sweet.
And so we're going to, and hopefully we're going to get some I'm going to try to beg him to do some Adam Dunn show cartoons now.
Sweet. That would be great.
Yeah. Dave,
Yeah, great.
I want Dave on roller skates, flesh-colored unitards.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good.
That whole defeats the purpose of there being like the mystique of everything. You know, if you just put me straight into unitard
What's
and
up with
right
that
into the
necklace?
roller
What did
skates.
you do? What happened? What's
Oh,
going
I've
on?
always had this.
Have you?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a lightning bolt. Still your favorite.
Oh, okay.
you
I
know?
didn't see from the
Lighting
side.
a bolt, smoking dope, quite like
I
the
didn't
Pope.
know.
I got you hanging from a rope. You
Never
broke, take
seen
the
you
toke.
wear it.
So I did see
I know all about that.
El Grande Estupido in Spain,
Oh,
affectionately referred to as Mr. Big Dummy.
yeah.
And he decided in that moment that you were the only person who's supposed to call him that.
He says that, but
So he shook my hand, and then I did not see his other hand. He had the program, and he smacked me in the balls, and he literally hit me. I mean, it was a perfect double ball shot
Yeah.
from the right up angle.
It was like a Luke
and
Skywalker.
I was down.
Hit the
Did
target.
you go down?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah?
I first off, when he first does it, you know, because you have that moment where it doesn't hit you just yet.
Well,
There's
he's got
the pause.
He's got huge mitts. That's the thing.
No, if it was his hand, I'd be dead and needing a dickectomy. No, this was like a light envelope.
Yeah.
You know, and it
just
was
got
just
you.
the right whoosh. And I'm
whoop-hap.
already
You gotta
cracking
whoop-hap.
up
Whoop-hap.
as
Wow.
I'm falling down. And I can't stop laughing as it hurts so
Did you
bad.
get the whole word out, or did you even not? Big dog.
Oh yeah, no. When I saw him over there, I went, Jose, ¿cómo se dice big dummy en español? And that's when I got good gamed. That's exactly what he sounds like, by the way.
I get that.
But I was so impressed with how amazing a businessman he lets everybody know he is. So congrats, man. And I brought it up to him. I said, you know, you ought to buy a podcast. If you got all that scratch floating around, I mean, why are we just using your used art, you know, VW, your Winnebago, whatever it is.
VW. Man, you're all over the
You
place.
know.
Man, way over the place.
Way all
But I
over
did
the
see
place.
Big Dummy. Went
And
to
James
Strain.
Loud, who's also going to be joining us.
Yeah, I sent him the
Yeah,
link
see you
actually
from-
already.
Oh,
It's not like I even have to remember to do it right now. James Loud is an absolutely he has like a magnetism to him. I found that I was walking around Spannabis a whole lot, you know, just making loops, seeing a whole bunch of people. But
Cause
I
trouble.
could just stand in his vicinity and all of Spannabis would walk by to like kiss his ring.
Oh,
You know,
Relax, bro.
it was great. He sold all his books,
good.
most of his seeds. Good guy, really good guy. Actually put me in
Went
a.
home with some hash this time because Dave didn't go in there and steal it all.
Went home with some hash. What are you talking about?
I said he had some hash. He didn't come home empty-handed now because he.
Oh, I don't ever come home with shit like that.
Nah, I'm talking about you. It's
Yeah,
not about
no,
him.
I'm a big
Because
pussy.
you didn't steal all of it. Steal it. Stolen.
No, he didn't. I saw what he had left. It was barely anything. Yeah, he gave all.
All right, so tell us all the rain stories. Tell us how rainy it was, so I feel better every second. Yeah, and then it rained so much it was dripping down my neck, and then it was. It was pretty rainy.
I just have to. I'm a play-by-play. I call it like I see it. Just like if somebody walks in here, I'll usually start talking about them. You're not wrong. Wait a minute. Holy shit.
What happened?
Look at this. New cables.
Oh yeah, this is
Holy
Uncut Bush.
shit.
Shout out to Uncut Bush.
Fuck yeah.
Finally hooked him up because we had to move.
Yeah, we had
That's
them
what
for
it was.
you. We've had them for.
Yeah, we've had him in a box.
There's no reason to use them on the show to make it sound better because that would be
No.
crazy.
Yeah.
No,
Are they new mics too?
No.
No, same mics. Go. I love it. Thank you,
but
Uncut.
the cables are beautiful. Good job.
so good.
Yeah. So
chunky.
I'd love to sort of, go with the humor of it and say it was beautiful and sunny and you missed just an absolutely amazing event. All the women were in bikinis. No, it was not that way. It was cold at night and it rained.
It was so nice here too.
It rained during the day.
I get up in the morning. Oh, oh, the beautiful, great outdoors.
Pretty much all day Friday it rained.
Yeah.
And most of the day Saturday.
Right when you left, it all
Just a little
opened
bit.
up. The skies
No,
opened up.
It was nice on Sunday. I was there Monday. It was nice. Left
always-
Tuesday.
Always like that.
Amsterdam was cold,
Well,
but
Kevin, that's a given.
but it had the two of the sunniest days of the year.
Happy spring, everybody.
Oh yeah, today's the first day of spring.
It's the first day. What happened?
I'm working on some things.
Whoa! Now everyone knows that we're in some sort of Al Qaeda fucking spot.
I liked it. I liked the backdrop in the.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
just
shit
put it up.
sucks.
Yeah.
Just
Put
put
it
the
up, Mark.
photo up if you're all worried about it.
Oh, there you go.
It's just
Then
green
it's all
screening
green. Oh,
and
and
the
the
lights
halo
and
and
the
the whole nine
fucking-
yards.
yeah, dude, it's
You do
just-
whatever you want. The thing is, now Vinny's got a real place over there. It's not just like everybody walking in going, "Oh, sorry, I was going to come here to give him some money, but apparently you guys have something going on, so I'll just go somewhere else," and that doesn't help. So this is better.
Especially when it looked like we were smoking inside.
Yeah, we never smoke inside.
It just,
We've never done that.
Oh, is that the reason
burnt toast.
Vinny kicked
The
us
burnt
out?
toast.
Yeah, it's because of you mostly.
Oh, real because of me. Okay.
That's a little better.
All right.
It was
All
most-
right. It's like, oh, dude, it's not better.
What is better?
Yeah,
What's
it's a
going
pleasure
on?
to
No,
have you
not
on.
better.
You don't want the background?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You guys were
We're
all
waiting
worried
for
about
you.
not having the old background. Now you want to have. Some, I like the smoke.
What, Chris
Okay,
died?
great.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just trying to make it not look like shit. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, we're here. We're,
there,
we're actually
right
sitting
there.
here, so you might not.
I know,
You
and
might have.
Dave's
You have your
here, so
hands.
it's like-
You've got
it's
a
very
really
hard.
hard job. Let me tell you.
It's very hard. All right. Anyways,
That looks good.
enough about me. How you guys doing?
No, we only want to know about you, Mark. Come on.
Great.
How was
Miles
last
is on
week?
his way over.
Oh, there he is. Whoa.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh wait, is there any chance you can, Vinny, maybe make a Chewbacca howl? That every time Miles comes on the show, we play the Chewbacca
No,
howl.
Vinny will do that.
Yeah,
That's-
Vinny will get right
That's
to
what
it.
I
That's
just
it.
asked.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it.
I said, Vinny,
You were looking at Mark like he was going to do
he's the only one there.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
Maybe I was looking at Vinny in the general direction of where he normally
Actually,
would be
I got
sitting.
There's just a
another image
handful
for
of dudes
us.
like you out there in the world that I've
Uh,
yeah, there you go.
No. It's really.
oh, you gonna Google it?
No, I'm not googling it. I'm sending some imagery, because that's what I do. Blap, bleepity blap. Here he is. This is for when Miles comes in. Dun 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 dun
Okay.
dun dun. Yeah, that's his little.
That's
intro.
his intro music.
Yeah, well, no,
Da
it's
da
not
da
music.
da
Yeah,
da
but-
da da.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start.
It's real nice.
Yeah, pew
It's-
pew pew pew.
Yeah, it's almost like the basketball song though.
Is it?
They
They have a song like that.
see a low
Oh, is it
taste
on the
crap
organ
is
really
out
loud?
there.
Super loud.
John Tesh wrote it actually.
For those of you in the area, we just got some breaking news.
Oh, break.
The elote truck is outside once again after the alleged possibly explosion
With the guy.
of 2023.
No, it's a different guy. Different.
Oh, that's right.
Whole
No,
different-
nobody tell him about it.
Whole different. Elote.
told him.
Whole different elote people.
Different. New and improved.
So if you're in the air, you want in the area, you want some elote.
And if you're in the air,
If you're in the air
I mean,
flying over, you need an elote.
just drop
You
by.
can see the
Call it
floppy
in.
guy. Let's just look for the floppy guy.
Look for
Look,
Floppy
look
Guy.
for the floppy yellow
floppy
balloon
guy.
man.
Hey, were you impressed with the floppy guy when you pulled up?
No,
Miles?
hold on, wait, don't answer that yet, Miles. You have too much air going through it. I noticed it doesn't do the.
We have two settings. Just relax. That was the one setting. We set it on the low setting. And we go, shoo. The problem is if you do that, it kind of leans into the building too. So you got
that and it'll like flop into the street, yo.
to flop down and attack someone.
Flop that into the
Did you
street.
see that robot that was attacking somebody in China on the street?
What?
They were doing some parade and it got close to the side and then all of a sudden it kind of tripped forward, but it looked like it was attacking her. And it was like, it's like it started, dude. It's happening.
Nice,
The robots
dude.
are killing
I can't
people.
wait.
Yeah, robots are killing people.
I can't wait to beat up some robots, dude. I have some pent up anger.
That
I
we
can
know.
tell- we know
That we know.
If there's one thing we can tell is
Yes.
you got a whole
I'm ready
lot
to
of
beat some
pent up anger.
robot ass.
I
Wow.
have often thought to myself that if I showed up one Friday and you weren't here and, Adam sits me down and says, look, we got to have a talk.
Mark went up deep.
Mark snapped and he went to the top of a Taco Bell with a rifle.
What?
And
Why does it
he
have to be Taco Bell?
a
racist.
McDonald's.
That's not very high. That's not a very high place. It's like
I'm
all the
not
way
saying he was a good assassin.
all the way to the top of a Taco Bell. Like that's not gonna help.
Wow,
and
dude.
he started shooting. Yeah, I would go, you know what? I'm not surprised. I just, I wouldn't
Go
be
with
surprised.
green paintball.
Yeah. So I flew into Amsterdam first and got to see all the regulars. I saw Steve, I saw Bear, I saw Lisa, and I spent some time with Soma. And love that guy, but crazier than ever. Absolutely crazier than
I don't
ever.
know. It seems like he never put out that video from the last time I was there. So he kept put it out, and then he never saw it.
You know, but he's crazier than ever. But I'm seeing signs of mellowing in
That's what
his
happens.
74th year.
Yeah.
And if you know Soma and you've been in touch with him over the years, I would encourage you right now to reach out to him to say hello. The tone of his conversation was kind of like, you know, when you see something, they put their arm on you, they're like, man, are you loving life, man? Is everything going okay for
Is that
you?
what he was saying, or you were?
Yes, no, he was like, he wasn't that normal, always positive, looking forward, like nothing could go wrong.
Yeah, he was worried.
I don't know. I plan on
worry that
reaching
guy.
out more, and so what I'm doing is putting it out there to everyone who knows him to reach out and say hello to him. There's nothing wrong with that, and letting him know you're still around and kicking. He's talking about how old Steve is getting and morbidity and things like that.
Oh,
and I've never heard him say any. I've known him since 1991, you know, and he's never been that way. He's always been a little wacky, but the give a fuck attitude towards life. You know what I mean? Come what may. Now it's sounding a little bit like he is appreciative of time, which before was probably a commodity he really didn't think much of.
Shouldn't we all be, though? Shouldn't we all just appreciate time?
Yeah, so I'm saying,
Not you,
reach out
Mark.
to
You
him.
can't appreciate anything these days. I can see it already. It's like, fuck time.
He's going to
What
stab
time
you in
is
the
it?
face
I
with
gotta
a
go.
fork.
Yeah, I gotta go right now.
What time is it? Yeah,
I'm out.
you
Yeah.
should
He's already
appreciate the
gone too
time
long.
that you're not having to go.
Should we check in right now? I mean, is there a game tonight? Is-
8 o'clock. So
okay.
It'll be well after Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Patreon will just be starting.
What, the
Right
flippy
then.
guy's causing a mayhem out there? The parking lot's full?
Oh, was it auto focusing? I didn't notice.
No. Yeah, but nobody cares.
Whatever,
They
dude.
don't care if we're in focus or not.
Okay.
I mean, we don't really know. We've never asked any of our listeners any questions, any surveys, anything like that. How do you watch? Where do you watch? Do you watch the video? Do you just listen in the garden? We always assume you're in a garden somewhere.
Getting worse. Getting worse.
No, I got it.
Well, Dave, get on that and start putting the surveys out.
Uncut.
Jesus
Take care of
Christ.
that.
First question. Do you like when Dave coughs into the mic
Yes,
repeatedly?
it's humbling.
Oh, yeah, it's
Hasn't
really good.
figured that out in
No.
10 years.
Yeah.
All
it's
right,
hard.
then we need a cough button.
It's hard for him.
We've been asking for that for 5 years.
They're $700
It's like
each.
$500, dude.
No, you said that the last time, fucker, and then somebody corrected you, and it said cough button $40.
There's a little toggle on the mic that goes on and off too sometimes.
It's covered by the fucking thing.
Actually,
Where?
I don't think he has one.
No, we don't have no toggles.
No, you
I don't
don't
know
give
if
me
there's
an
toggles.
on and off switch.
No toggle.
You don't give me
Toggle-free
that.
over here. I'm toggle free.
Oh, that was funny. Speaking of toggle, made me think of dongle and the video that Mark sent out.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You had a dongle issue?
Can you play that? Is that like open source? Were we allowed to play that thing?
sure it's fine.
Because everyone will remember the time that Adam was in Hawaii and we were attempting to have a show,
Yeah.
and he spent countless hours looking
Driving
for a
across-
dongle.
Had to drive across the entire island.
And what's the
And happened-
punchline?
Oh, and then I looked at my bag at the
And
secret
there it
pocket.
was.
In my secret pocket. Oh.
Yep. The whole time.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to Tony Bologna, of course, for he is just pulling. He is like our new
That
talent
clip.
scout. He's
Holy
He's
shit.
our talent scout. No, not that clip.
That clip was great.
Who cares?
I love it.
No, he's our new talent scout, though. He's coming up with. What is this? This is like, yes, exactly. Michael, is that what it's, is it
Michael
Michael
McDonald.
McDonald? That's his name? That's good. I like that. Think of it.
Tell me right now you're not thinking that Mark is so jealous that he did not make this video.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
It's pretty good.
You have to follow up with why do we call it
No,
what
that's good.
Yeah.
what thing can you follow it up with, Mark? Make it even better.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's perfection.
It was
right
pretty
there.
good.
That was perfection. Who's he?
Yeah.
Oh, Sack Squatch. I like him.
Squatch.
Dude, Sack Squatch. Come on, you know you're liking that. You're like, wait a minute, I'm the king of the Wooks. How can that? He might be.
Can we sit them next to each other?
I think he could be up there with you. Like, he's close. No? He wishes. Wow, dude. He's a confident Wook. That is one confident Wook over there.
There's been a
One
lot of people
confident
emulating Michael
look.
McDonald lately. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, you don't want to be cliche? Follow
I'm
up
just
and
saying, yeah,
do something?
Just like,
No, I like that.
that's great.
But he always had funny lyrics because it was always like, it sounded all like smooth, but it was always like real rough in a weird way. Like, he'd be like, oh, that's kind of rough.
Like he fit words that didn't fit in there exactly,
Yeah.
and it wasn't totally smooth, but the voice was. And it's
Oh, yeah. he had
strange.
the total-
That's you.
And but the messaging.
That's all
was,
you.
The messaging was always a little creepy and weird, right? Like a little kind of fun. Yeah,
I mean,
That's Mark. Holy shit. Keep going. What else? How did that happen? You couldn't have scripted that any better.
Malcolm McMark.
Malcolm McMark Dongle.
That's
There you
totally
go.
you, Mark.
Yeah, dude.
There we go.
So saw all the regulars in Amsterdam. Did the 3 flights vertical to Soma's.
Oh, yeah.
Same
nice.
place.
Nice.
I think he only has 1 cat right now, which is really strange for him.
It's low
Not
on the-
enough cats.
That is low on the cat scale.
You
Yeah.
went to Amsterdam too, huh?
How could you not? You got.
That's what
It's
you
just.
have-
It's
you
like a.
have to. You have to.
Isn't it? I mean, wouldn't they
going on with this thing?
find me at customs saying
You didn't go to
you didn't go to Amsterdam? Sorry, we can't let you back in the
Go to
country.
Europe and not go to Amsterdam.
Solid, dude. That thing is.
Yeah.
No, it's
tightened
because
it
the
up.
cord is.
It's well built.
Yeah.
It's not just that. I
He
think
tightened it up, man.
It's tight. Tight.
Vinny, good job, man, on the mics.
Came in and tightened shit
Really?
He's an overachiever.
up. Here we go. He's back. See, can't get rid of Wooks, man. Once they come in, they're fucking around. I'm back, dude. I need to borrow something. But there was no.
We appreciate you coming in. We found a way in the budget to pay you 5 times what we pay Mark.
Because, there's
Yeah.
a very strong multiplier of 0.
5 times X. 5x0 is.
I'm going to hold out for 100x0.
Hold on a second. Done.
You approved?
Done.
That quick.
Approved.
I love
Hold
it.
on,
I love the
Vinny.
way
Do you
things
approve?
work.
Approved. Done.
But see,
Yeah.
the good part is that now we can. Do we have a rolling tray for him? So he doesn't have to
No.
make a big mess.
Make
on
a
us?
mess
No,
again.
no,
Come on.
There's not an official Adam Dunn Weed Tastes Good
No.
rolling tray yet.
Where's all
Let me
the
just
trays? I
remind
see a
Miles,
tray from here.
this is a microphone,
Oh, back
and
here.
you actually have to
Rosin
put your
dogs.
mouth in front of it.
Rosin Dogs hasn't made us a
Oh.
custom rolling tray
Yeah,
yet.
Rosin Dogs is so low down on the totem pole of like how our top.
Hold on.
people now-
Don't you dare.
He's
First
been,
off,
he's
he
been demoted
had.
so hard by not only Tony Baloney, but Uncut Bush.
You want me to bake you a cake?
Uncut Bush got us
Uncut
a
Bush is in the house.
No, he look at this.
Don't
God.
ding Rosin Dogs, man. The
Industrial-
guy the guy
Are we
stared
making
death in the
cookies? Are we making
face.
cookies, or what are we doing over here?
No, I know. I'm not
Now it's
dissing
too
Rosin
big.
Dogs.
Are you going to put boogers in that?
You went underkill, overkill.
Yes. I'm going to put these static clean boogers from Adam in it.
Ooh, nice. You got
I'm
the-
surprised I still have any of them because this is really good hash.
Good. Nice to hear. Nice to hear. Yes, I've been slowly getting people to appreciate real hash again. It's like, wow, look at that. You put-
How hard is that to get people back on real hash?
It's just weird. Most people have not experienced good quality
Right.
hash over the years, so it's
Yeah.
just kind of like always like they're in the back
When
of
I
their mind.
show people hash that you can smoke out of a pipe, they're like, oh, I didn't know you could
Are
even do
you,
it like
like,
this. Like,
Deceased
shit.
or
Yeah.
extinct or
Weird.
what's wrong with you? Yeah, no, I've been working.
Taking it
with,
so high tech now, it's like, no, you have
this,
to do
It
it.
still works like that.
I think so. If you go over here, though.
This week I was working with Nick in the cold room, and we did some honey banana, and we were dabbing the melt, and
Oh,
I was like blown away how amazing the melt was.
Yeah.
It left a little bit of ring on the thing, and then he pressed it all, and we did the rosin, and the rosin was fire and all, but I was like, that ain't shit compared to the melt. The melt, like you shouldn't have pressed any of that. The melt was
Exactly.
like so much, like more like full. And he was
Hey,
like,
shout out to Alberto.
Oh,
Show me the bubble.
the Bob.
Show me
He
the
had
bubble.
so much bubble
The bubble.
that would dabbed so clean through the Dab X.
Oh, the Bob.
It made me remember. Yes,
wow,
clean,
that's interesting.
no chaz whatsoever. But you're not seeing the irony here. He's the wook, you say, showing up for the past 4 weeks.
borrowing
He's got
stuff.
it right there. He's
But-
still hanging on to it.
but-
hanging on.
The reason when you tricked me to come on the air the first time,
It was with hash.
I was showing up for real hash because I was so fucking pissed that nobody made good hash anymore, and it was just this shitty shatter, you know.
That
So
was
I
when
remember
your first
calling.
time coming
when-
on the show was to look for good real.
I
hash?
only watched the show like 10 minutes of it once, and the unfortunate
I
thing
don't know
it
about
was
that.
when
I think you're lying.
It was when Pinsky was on.
You had told Mitch that you had you guys have so much potential. See, the only reason I let you on the show is because of Mitch, because Mitch made it sound like you had some great ideas for us. Some great
What did Mitch say? I said,
"Oh, you're like, dude, I think the show could be something. I think you guys could. I think I could." And you were like giving him kind of.
I was probably really high.
Oh yeah, you were trying to sell like, oh, I could get you some investors, and then I could.
Oh, that I could have
I'll
done.
promise you everything if you could just get me some real good real hash.
And then, that's it. And then you got the
I'll
hash,
do
and it was
anything for
over.
you.
That was it. Once you got the
Mitch
hash,
was long gone by then, though.
No, he was.
Yeah,
No,
Mitch
but the
was
only
lo-
reason that we were on your radar was because of that.
No, no. The reason that you were on my radar was when we had that.
1990.
No, I had no idea about that. I didn't know that was you. Was when I had that hemp project opportunity that
that's
got
true.
fronted in Vermont.
Here's my micro ball for you.
Look at that. That's yeah.
Here's your little micro.
The temple balls I brought, I had to put them in the fridge because they're like
Melty,
It's like
melty?
liquid. It's like a
Nice.
temple puddle.
Oh, it's because it's all terpy. That's why.
It's so turd.
And believe it or not, it was he who must not be named who said to call you. See, he's fucked you over so many ways.
Yeah, of course. That's why we don't talk about him.
That is funny.
Who shall not be
Voldemort
named.
introduced y'all to?
I didn't know that was who should not be named. That's funny.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't know why.
I'm sick and tired of putting dollars in the fucking in the pea jar.
You gotta say a name and then you gotta pay $1.
Oh yeah.
That name, because if you say it 3 times, he winds up zooming in, and we don't want that to happen.
Oh, that could be fun. Let's do it.
No, don't do
No.
Chat's clamoring for Mitch.
Keep clamoring, guys. Keep clamoring.
What's he? Where are they now?
He's
Do you ever
on.
do that
He's on
the
Instagram.
Hoodoo
Adam
Moses,
Dunn
go.
show? Where
check
are
him
they
out.
now?
Hoodoo
All the
Moses.
people
Adam and I
used to-
reached out to him. We sent him a video.
We have tried. Chat
tried.
Gang, to
Yo,
get
you
him
know what we
on
should do?
many, many times.
We know how happy that.
Oh, by the way, we have a new cult member
We should like
Oh, yeah.
ambush him.
right there.
Will you?
Number one-
Can you walk in front of the camera and do the turn like you're on the catwalk there, and we whistle at you?
Number one cult member.
Hold on. All right.
Woohoo!
What's happening right now?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, cult
Cult.
member.
There you
Turn
go.
around. Let's see the back. Let's see the back. Show me. No, I don't care about them. Show me.
Fuck them.
Now we're
Look
talking.
at the cult jacket, dude.
At least that's the logo
Cult of
you can
personality.
have.
I like how it's like sweatshirt material.
It's
That's weird.
basically a sweatshirt.
It's so
with
weird.
Buttons.
That is a weird. that is a really weird thing.
I don't like the way it sort of V's out. It shouldn't
Oh,
go
whatever.
the other direction.
On you, it's definitely not V'ing out.
No, I wouldn't be wearing that.
You wouldn't even get it
Yeah,
around
that's
you.
why I was
I,
like,
I will
don't-
say I couldn't bring myself to wear this shirt in Europe.
What?
No.
I felt like there was so much anti-American sentiment
They
going
don't
on.
even like the Misfits there. No.
I was like, they're not going to take the moment to actually look and see that it's not,
I hate Adam Dunn.
a flag.
Yeah.
They
Plus, my name ain't going to help you at all. So.
no, everybody was fine. I saw Ramon. He says hello. Doug and Julian say
I
hello.
hope so.
I got to talk with the famous Capulator for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
have his mask on?
stole my
You have
Steve's.
his
Yeah.
face on.
Yeah.
He had he had the gloves on. He had the
Gloves,
whole
no
thing.
fingerprints.
Everything. But I know some people who have seen him out of.
I've seen him out of the mask.
did you see the Hash Crew guys? Do you even know who they are?
Hash crew.
Yeah, hashtag. Hash
I
Crew.
did not see those guys.
They're always next to Mila, kind of in that zone over there.
I was.
How is Mila?
I did not see Mila.
What?
Yeah,
Come on.
I did not
Talk
see
about
her
the
when
Queen
I was
of
there.
Hash. You gotta go kiss the ring.
I thought you liked hash.
Yeah.
You don't like hash?
Guess you don't want.
It was a really surreal experience there. It was quite overwhelming at times.
Did you eat mushrooms?
I'm not going to say
Acid.
if I did or I didn't.
Dave was tripping.
But I had an interesting time there.
I
I love Barcelona. I'm really bummed that it's not going to be there next year
Where's it going to be though?
in Bilbao. And I tried to have as many conversations with people as I could who have actually been there, because I've been, I've attended so many of these cannabis events over the years. It's kind of like the operating system of any computer, right? Version 1, like 18.1, 15.1, they're always rough, right? Or sorry, 18.0,
Right.
the initial release. It always takes them a few of those updates to get everything going.
Beta tested.
They've been doing Spannabis, please correct me, like, what, 15, 16
It's been
years?
a while, yeah.
A long
All
time.
in Barcelona, same spot.
All in Barcelona.
Way longer than that. It's making
Yeah.
It's like 20 years or something like that.
1999.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had
26
it.
years.
I was
20
so
years, yeah.
surprised at how long it was going because it only came upon my radar in 2018.
They've moved
when-
it around. Hasn't always been in the same spot. They figured, so it has moved multiple locations. I think it was
As
even
it
in Bel-
grew.
It was even in Bilbao, I think, at one
To
point.
start, you
Yeah,
mean?
I think in the beginning.
So that would be my question, right? The first time they try to have something somewhere else, there are always those, figuring it out moments. But I'm confident they can do it because they have been throwing the mid-season Spannabis
Right.
in
Mids?
Bilbao.
The
Other
mids? We don't want no mids.
No, I
Well,
think they do it in November or
You
something
start
like
hearing
that,
about
right?
how people getting problems and having issues there. It's like, yeah, it kind of needs to move. It kind of needs to we're
Well,
not as accepted as we'd like to be.
for me,
still,
it'd be
so.
more exciting just because when last time we went, it was like, wow, this is exactly the same as it's been every other time. You know what I mean? They're really hardly, and everybody goes to the same restaurants, and then here we are back at the same
Booths
Italian.
are in the same places.
Booths are always in the same place.
Yeah.
They're all- I'm gonna
That's
be
cool.
here.
I dig that about it, like the feeling of consistency.
I mean, it is cool for the fact that you kind of know where you're going. So you're like, okay, they're in that corner, and they're in that corner, but it does get like
redundant.
unoriginal after a while. You're like, oh, and now they're pulling out the same shit.
Oh, same dabs as last year.
We have yo tips for that, George?
I don't know, man.
We better.
You're the
or
one.
else
with
we're
the-
gonna
Vinny's
get
the,
talk-
no,
What
I
is
brought
this?
a
Is
ton
like
of them
hard
last week.
candy. This
2
is
weeks
like
ago.
Caked. Is this sift too?
Mark, you have a yo tip
I'll
for me
see.
over there? Are you using a grande or a regular one on that?
This is that one you gotta hit with a lighter to bubble it up a little bit to break it up.
Bubble it up, brah.
Bubbly.
We're hearing
Yes.
that.
Little-
Bilbao is one of the most
Wait, you s-
cannabis-friendly places. In
It is.
Spain.
So interesting that you would say that, though.
And when I was back in the day, the best growers that I ever met from that area were all from there. And they were like this guy Sebastian, who's kills it. And they're all surfers, and they just had that lifestyle. They were just like good weed, surf, good. So it has that. It does have a little bit more of a
That sounds dope.
Cali vibe
Thank you.
almost in a weird way.
So the locals that I spoke with from the area in Barcelona were saying that, while yes, it's a decent, friendly city. They all noted they're like, well, the police don't like it, right?
Where do
so
the
that,
police like it? Nowhere.
I understand that.
Where
but-
on earth because the police like it?
Oh, New York.
They don't
But
like
it's,
it. They'll
I
just
think,
leave
I
you
think
the
though that
fuck
because it's a
alone,
small
but-
enough
yeah, New
place
York is pretty
compared to
chill.
Barcelona, it's not small, but it's compared to Barcelona that I think they'll appreciate the money coming in, and I think they might
Yes.
say like, hey guys, maybe this week we just be a little bit less harsh on guys, or maybe
Low enforcement
let's hope,
priority.
let's hope so.
Just call us.
One
and
could only hope,
tolerate
but
us.
I was reminded by several, in a lot of the different groups I participate in, that you got to remember that we're visitors in these countries, and we really don't have any rights. Even citizens there, police can just walk up to them, stop and detain them, and search them.
So,
you know.
yeah, maybe we should party in places that are gonna
Exactly.
treat
So
us
I'm
like a
hoping-
fun visitor, not like a fuck you over visitor.
Well, maybe that's Bilbao, and maybe
I
since
like
they
that.
announced, that it's going to be there next year, that now all the very resourceful, business-minded canna people are setting up clubs right now for the next year. And this is when I look to Mark and I go, what did the chat just say about me with that fucking smirk on your face?
It wasn't about you, actually, so it's all
Who
good.
is it about?
What was it about?
Someone was saying hi to Odie, and they said die, Odie. or
not
die, or
Eddie.
something like that. It was on accident, and then they...
Die?
It was uncut. But
God, Uncut Bush is.
he meant to say Odie, and he forgot the
Oh,
O.
oh,
And
die?
I said die.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just...
Die.
So it wasn't you, Dave. Sorry. I didn't mean to derail the fucking conversation.
Was it
Usually
Odie
when
still
you have that
on?
shit
Uncut
eating
Bush is
smirk
allowed
on
to
your
do
face.
all that though because he brought the
Yeah,
Sky
that's right.
Dancer. He brought Sky Dancer to us.
Sky Dancer.
Who's Sky Dancer?
Is that the name
That's
of
what they
it?
call those things. Sky Dancer.
They call
Oh,
it Sky
that?
Dan-
Sky Dancer.
That's way
The-
too
we should
mystical of a
give
name. For
better
that.
Hash
name for
dancer.
those.
And that was funny too because I was
The
like,
floopy air guy.
I was trying to figure out what to call it. Like I was like trying to look it up, and I was like, what do
Wacky
you,
waving
what
are they
floppy,
called?
floppy, flippy,
inflatable tube man.
inflatable
tube.
And boy, what it reminds me
Wacky-
of is
what-
that It's Always Sunny
was-
episode. You remember that one when D?
Yeah, the
when D
dancing.
was dancing. That's all I can think of whenever I see that thing. So it's like it's perfect. You know?
I mean, yeah, like
Nick's wanted one for his entire life. He's been like, I want one of those, and so I was like, that's why I said on the show last time. I was like,
dream achieved.
dream achieved, exactly. I even
He
have.
got to carry it into the studio.
He brought it in. He's over there guarding it right now. He's guarding the thing. Just in case.
It is cool. I will say about like events and like acceptance in places. It is cool for like
Wacky waving inflatable.
Sorry.
Wait a
Whoa.
minute. Nick is guarding the wacky,
Yeah.
wavable, inflatable
Well, we got it
balloon
locked
man.
up too. We chained it to.
Oh, because that would be funny. That would be great press.
To
If
see
somebody
him, like,
stole
have
it
to
and
fight
it was
somebody off.
still,
Going.
going as you ran down the street.
Really long extension cord. Oh, wacky.
Inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Hi, I'm Al Harrington, president and CEO of Al Harrington's
Al
Wacky
Harrington,
Waving
too.
Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man Emporium and Warehouse. Thanks to a shipping error, I am now currently overstocked on Wacky
Don't edit
Waving
anything
Inflatable
here.
Arm Flailing Tube Men, and I am passing the savings on to you. Attract customers to your business. Make a splash at your next presentation. Keep grandma company. Protect your crops. Confuse your neighbors. African American, hail a cab.
Oh, that's so fucking wrong.
Inflatable arm flailing tube man needs are. So come on down
Oh my
to Al
God.
Harrington's Wacky
Yes.
Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man
a good
Emporium and
one.
Warehouse, Route 2 in Weekapaw.
Wacky waving and
That's
oh
good,
my
right?
God.
Yeah, that's what. When you guys start talking about that, that's the only thing I could think of.
That's that Family Guy?
Yeah, old school Family Guy.
Old school Family Guy.
There must be a Simpsons reference too.
There has to
It
be.
has to be. Simpsons, inflatable waving dude guy.
Simpsons did everything
Now
first.
we get to see. Oh, this is it. Dreams Unlocked right here. The video for Uncut. Oh, your most work I would make you do. It's
I
terrible.
know, dude. What are we doing
I think
here?
you're Jamie or something.
This is stupid.
No, it's like, get to work.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, turn it
Sorry.
down because you know how it is.
I
It's gonna be
know,
loud.
dude. I have to do this because Vinny's on the other side now, and all my levels are messed up.
There it is. Here he goes.
Hey,
Hit
why
the
is
button.
Benny over there?
Now we're talking. See, there has the double. There it's got the waves.
Got it.
See, wave.
That's
you
good
go.
shit.
That was
It's
it.
rigid. It's
Ex-
very well powered.
Well powered. Yeah, just think about the a giant joint is what we need with a tip. Like
Yeah,
just a
that's
giant
exactly
joint
what you
going
need
up.
from across the street from the church.
Well,
Yeah, bro.
no, I mean, just in
A
general.
cross joint, bro.
Oh yeah, it's got a
Yeah.
cross thing. Yeah, with the
Burning
hands.
Yeah,
all
dude.
The hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, you are going to hell. Okay? You are so going to hell.
Why?
Why?
Oh,
I think it should be a cross joint rolled in Bible paper. In fact.
with a yo tip at the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah, now we're talking.
dude.
Oh fucking
Yeah,
yeah!
paint the fan like a rotate.
Giant yo tip fan.
I've smoked a Bible joint.
Have you?
Gross.
The like. Yeah, I know. We didn't have it. We were
Ew.
kids. and
What, at a
stupid.
hotel?
No.
A camp or something stupid?
no, it was one of their parents' Bibles.
What? We were
Probably
in high
they
school,
got
dude.
caught.
We didn't have papers, so we fucking. He grabbed a blank page out of the Bible.
Was it
and-
blank though? The
yeah, it was
first one he
blank.
did the blank one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, we didn't want to smoke
Now
that.
you got to do you got to do that fucking
Oh, you were already
God
going
gave
to hell.
fucking
whatever,
whatever
Yeah,
snarl.
that's-
You know what I'm talking about.
Closes up with
you
honey
know
and
what I'm
smoked
talking
it.
about.
Do
Exactly.
a weed verse from the Bible.
You got to do that.
Honey and myrrh.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know who was in Amsterdam that I didn't get to connect with? Ferry.
Oh, yeah?
Famous Ferry. Yeah, he was there, but he was doing the grandpa thing the one day that I had free there. We never did connect. Went by Katsu. Ferry? Maybe Ferry?
That one?
Ferry. Yes. The guy who used to stand outside the sex club and embarrass everybody who was walking with a woman.
So he was on Anthony Bourdain's. When he was in Amsterdam. Did you ever see that episode?
I think
And
so.
then they went to this. They went to. Used to. It's funny because the place that they went to
Royalty
is actually
in the house.
is actually Sensi, and he lit his hair on fire. Do you remember that?
Anthony Bourdain.
No, that guy Ferry.
Ferry,
Like he was sitting in this place, and he has super long hair, and he's like, and they're like sitting cross-legged in this little spot, and they have candles going, and all of a sudden he's like, I got my. It was hilarious. I was like, oh my god, Anthony Bourdain is hanging out with the biggest fucking fuck up in Amsterdam right
The
now.
guy who used to walk up, a couple be walking past, and he'd go to the guy, right, as they're walking. Then he'd look to the girl next to him, and he'd go, "Hey, sweetheart, you want to see a big dick?" Because inside is a sex club, and the guy's like,
Yeah.
15 inches long or something.
Jesus.
And he was great at that.
Yeah, if you need a guy like that,
Yeah.
Barry's your man.
Sitting next to
What
Anthony
did I walk in
Bourdain,
on?
maybe not.
Look at this.
Welcome to the
Travis?
show.
Travis, just out of
Travis,
nowhere,
Tyler,
grew like
Fluck,
he popped in like
View
a spore,
Askew.
Hi.
like a spore.
Oh,
flying
out of the
into wind.
substrate.
Out of
Just
the substrate, yeah.
Out of the substrate.
straight out.
A
Consolidating.
new fruiting body in our place. Straight hair.
There's
Welcome.
a water waiting for you. Pull the label off. We don't want to give any advertisement
Oh
to
yeah,
King Super's water.
we don't want them to make all the money.
Well, you just did it.
I know you just told.
Oh,
Good job, Dave.
Oops.
You literally endorsed it.
I like King Super's.
You know what happened was Travis was driving by and he saw the giant floppy guy and he was like,
Wave your arms,
"Holy
balloon
shit, they got a
man."
floppy guy! I need
That'll
to
do
go talk
it
to them."
every time.
Oh, dude, Chad has a great idea.
What's that?
Hook up your
Leaf
leaf blower into the
I already
fucking.
thought of that. Don't you worry.
Good.
First thing I did when I
then
saw the
smoke would
blower,
come
I
out
was
as
just like, you just got to put
everything.
Yeah,
a
dude.
thing right on top.
The wavy guy would have to be a joint, right?
That's what we. That's what we were just talking about.
Man, you know, you're tapping into
Yeah,
into our
higher level here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I guess you guys never thought of the giant joint guy, though.
Right, like on the end of the floaty, on the wacky.
No, but
inflatable cube.
I saw the corn guy get super jealous right out of the gate because he was like, "That's all we've ever needed right there." And if you painted that because it's yellow, you just make it
Oh, it could be a
giant
corn
corn
stalk.
Guy,
corn guy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Game over.
Might have to just give it to him. That's it. We're done. Uncut. We're giving away to the corn guy.
Oh,
Lotte
Nick
guy has
will
a-
hate you.
No, and we're never giving him up.
Never.
You'll have to take him out of my dead cold hand.
Have we given him a name?
No, floppy
Tube guy?
Toppy.
No,
floppy.
I mean, we need to give him a name.
Tube guy.
No, a tube guy sounds wrong, like a big joint.
Sounds like a red tube or
Yeah, no. We have to put a little thought into this. It'll,
It'll come to
like
us.
Sam.
Tube guy.
No.
Sam, the tube guy.
Sam, the tube guy.
Yeah, never mind. It's got to be high level, dude. We got to get
Yeah,
it so
we'll-
up there. It's
we'll
gotta be
figure it out.
cerebral,
It'll just
cerebral
wake up in the middle
thought.
of the night.
Yeah.
We're like,
We'll take suggestions from the chat of how cerebral it should be. Yeah, because it doesn't have a life yet. It'll be like a person almost.
what's going on in Mr. Flux world?
The Fluck world.
What's the flux going on?
Fluck the world. There's your podcast.
Fluck the world.
Yeah. There you go.
Right here.
Wow.
Got a studio for you and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green screen.
Yeah, we can make it anywhere for you.
Anything, anywhere,
Yeah.
anytime.
Yep.
I went through the move a few months ago, and then I just took the opportunity to kind of get back into growing and really hone my, hone my craft. And yeah, there's not too much on the activist front happening right now.
Yeah, achieved all goals. Done.
They actually repealed the Denver ordinance 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, no one really. It was real quiet too. It was like
Hold on.
I saw
which-
things
what
about
got
it,
repealed.
but
301 got repealed.
no one I know.
Well, we
was
should have
talking
had a
about it.
funeral.
Yeah, they said that it was obsolete because of the statewide decrim, but then in the same breath they said, well, now we can go after gray area people because the way that 301 was written is that it did not allow Denver to spend any resources to go after that type of stuff.
Hold on. So they can, but they won't.
No, they can
Oh,
and
no,
they will.
Now
Not
they
only,
can
not
and
only
they-
can they, but then the state put up, there's actually a page where you can go snitch on people now.
Can we put that link in the chat?
Oh,
Well, what we need is
take
somebody.
his bowl of
hold on.
milk away.
Wow.
Hold on. We need somebody with a bot that we can just populate this
No,
form.
and snitch on the cops or something.
No, like Mickey Mouse. You know,
Yeah,
like,
like
I
snitch
saw
on
Mickey.
the state for being some bunk ass.
Right. Well, just to
bait and
just
switch
run it
fools.
up, so that it makes that
DDoS.
like
Obsolete.
yeah, that's,
Shut them down.
yeah.
Yeah, or do exactly what you said and just get a list of all the different people in the government and just
Right.
have just no.
I
nothing
know
but
some people
government
taking
names.
bribes. It's a state-run cartel for cannabis and mushrooms both, and I'd like to provide their information right now to the law enforcement to go after this dangerous cartel.
Yeah.
See something, say something, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Nobody really raised a fuss.
Interesting.
Somebody said
Nobody raised
shit.
a fuss about using a tactic of snitch on your parents used so eloquently
'cause they-
during World War II. No?
They want to sell licenses.
Oh, God.
Yep.
And right now there's only one application for one healing center in Denver proper.
Well, then you know what comes next? Repealing home grow.
There is no even outline. There's nothing even to repeal there. It's just a gray area that they would have to crack down on. But there's nothing.
They would reinterpret
explicitly
it.
protecting home grow for mushrooms, is there?
Well, it's not an amendment. It was passed as a statutory measure, so they can go in and gut it whenever they damn.
Hope the feds ain't watching this.
But
Oh yeah, like I'm giving them fucking ideas. Come on, they planned this since the beginning. We talked about this 3 fucking years ago. We knew this was their end run, and so now what they waited to happen is they probably made it a bureaucratic nightmare to even get a license for a healing center, or they probably made
probably
whatever the
not that hard.
requirements were.
Expensive.
And
Yeah.
the rules make it not profitable.
not only is it
basically.
expensive, but they already said that the prices are going way up the subsequent years.
So get them now.
But
Yeah.
what's the point? Come on, the
They only
argument
have
is
one, and there's only one.
what's the point?
Well, there's only one in Denver, but there's
Oh.
26 statewide.
Gotcha.
They've been giving out licenses to people, individuals, but you have to practice in a healing center. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this all kind of like dovetails together. And one of the things that they passed in Oregon after the fact was this thing where if you don't snitch on people that you know of that are doing this stuff, then you can lose your license.
Oh my
What?
gosh!
Like, what if you don't have people to snitch on though?
I don't know.
You better get out there and
Right.
find some.
Find
Well,
some.
You're not,
It's
but
like
now
speeding
it
tickets and
sounds
cops,
more
right?
and more like a
Yeah.
cartel every news
No,
cycle. It's
yeah.
like, wait a minute. So not only do you have to sell drugs for us and give us a cut, but you also have to find people who aren't in the network and like help us shut them down. Like,
Yep.
this is some like gang member type of shit. Like, but at the same time, in the same breath, I salute anybody out there trying to get a license and do it by color within the lines, because like, better you than me, man. Like, that's not the kind of game I'm trying to play. Like, but you know, respect. It's like jump through the hoops, play the game, make some money. Like, you know, be the first in the state to do something. But
why don't just do something good, and if it's good, it will make money instead
that's
of
illegal.
making money the primary.
Well,
good
I
is
mean,
illegal. You have to be evil to be color in the lines.
right, and people just kind of hand over their power, you know. And
Well, that's what it means to
we've
be a
learned
democracy.
helplessness, and they make claims that the regulated space is safer, and people believe that.
Because there was so much unsafe shit going on in cannabis and weed weed and mushrooms before the state swooped in to protect us and white knight us from the evil, scary drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, God.
But wait,
Thank
I'm
you, state of
curious though.
Colorado.
I guess Boulder wouldn't be counted in Denver numbers, but wouldn't our friend Dr. Joe Cohen, who does psychedelic therapy, is his considered a center?
Well, let's talk about how is he doing it, because as of right now, unless it's a bona fide religious ceremony, you can't. There's no legal carve out for it.
Definitely not that.
No, it's not that. It's a,
100%
No, and
not
that's
that.
what it is.
It's a
So-
practitioner's office.
Right. So that's what the gray area is that they want to go after, is that there's these people, therapists, that are giving their clients mushrooms.
Just down a little
And
bit.
so far, they've claimed that they're going to go after people civilly. They're not going to go after people criminally.
Oh, you can keep.
So what's
Yeah,
that
but
even
but
look
what?
like?
Who cares? Going after hard stop. Why are you doing something like
Wasting
that?
government funds in a civil manner
Well,
rather than a criminal
well,
manner.
to get people, they're
get
very
them to
clear about
stop.
this. They want people to be licensed.
Right. But
But wait, see, I've got to play devil's advocate here for a second.
They're not gonna have
They
them.
want people to be licensed, but they passed a statutory bill that said you can, if you're over the age of 21,
Right.
you can cultivate mushrooms at home, and you are allowed to give them away to another adult over 21.
right, but if you're charging
Yeah, but
money,
if
you got to
you're-
be in the cartel.
But if you're hanging out with them and any kind of money is present, then there's a problem.
The state can't protect you from the feds if you're not in the cartel. If you don't have
Yeah.
the license, the state can't protect you from the feds. And if they're going to allow something to happen in Colorado that the feds don't allow, you got to play within you got to be in the cartel. You got to, yeah.
So wait, so when you give mushrooms away, you have to make sure to leave your wallet at home.
Yeah.
Yes, IOUs only.
Or like barter for barter, like
Monopoly money here and
like
now.
how many bananas?
No,
for
wait,
a quarter
this
of
is funny.
mushrooms?
This is how they do it in Spain. So when you go to a club, before you go inside the club, when you're still getting vetted, they give you a little fob, like a little scannable RFID thing. So you scan the fob, and they ask, how much money would you like to put on your fob before you go inside? So you give them, €40, and you go inside. And when you buy things inside, it's from the fob. No money changes hands. That's how they get around this. So
State of Colorado
get
would
ready.
eat their lunch.
Get ready. Here it comes.
It's like the, hey, guess what? I'm not selling you weed. I'm selling you a T-shirt, and the weed is free.
The baggy's empty.
They're hip to that.
It's
Like,
a $50
I know, it's like-
bag.
I was like-
Yeah, the
I'm
state
like-
of Colorado
they're
is
looking at
gonna
you like,
run game on
come on,
anybody
are you
trying to
kidding?
They're
push
like,
it.
nobody's buying a sticker for $50.
Yeah, exactly.
They've already done all this already with
Yeah.
weed. So to think the mushroom people are going to get away with it is like,
Well, the poker people are getting away with it right now. So they just created a poker site called Club WPT.
are they paying? Did they?
No, check this out
They
how they
owe
do
us
this.
now, Club WPT.
Oh no, nobody's going to play on this thing. It is so it's sketch. You don't give them money. You buy a sweeps coin, and a sweeps coin is redeemable at 1-to-1 to the U.S. dollar.
They made their own crypto.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do.
That's funny. There's illegal casinos in Aurora that run like that. You go in, they make a number for you, and it's just like these like computer terminals. There's like a mouse and a keyboard and a fucking computer, and you go sit at this computer, and there's all these games that you can play, and they do 1-to-1 basically on all the shit, and it's and then
That's
you
some
just go
straight
cash out.
degeneracy.
Yeah, and it was like underground in the middle of Aurora, dude. Like in a
Is
strip
that what
mall,
happened
bro.
to you, Mark?
No.
Is that where you lost your fortune?
Who's running those? Who's running those places?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, say it out of the air. Mark's killed next week.
No, there are these places like that out by me too, and they've like been raided and shit. They're
Yeah,
like
dude.
They're like hella shady.
I've
like
been to
video gambling
underground
rooms and
casinos
stuff.
here and like in Texas too. Like in Texas, they have them all over the place. It's
What-
crazy.
You are not going whoa, whoa, whoa. We've known this guy for so long.
Look at him.
He's just saying this now.
He's the worst.
What are you talking about? How do you
Gambling-
wait?
He's out gambling in these underground fucking spots. He's looking.
Yeah, dude.
Degenerate. He's degenerate.
Anywhere I can get some action, guys. You know.
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me?
bet
I
on
think
any-
I'm on
I'll
the
bet
show 6 years. You've put up the fucking shot of me in my fucking coat playing poker. Okay? I go to Vegas all the time, and now, after 6.5 years, getting close to 7,
Yeah.
this is when you disclose to all of us that you go to illegal gambling halls in
been to-
Aurora,
I've just
and you've been to them in Texas, and where else?
That's just the only two places.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Is there a TripAdvisor for those kind of places?
Leave a good
Yeah, it's all by Mark.
Dude, my parents found the one here in Aurora. I didn't even know about it, dude.
They're like, oh, it's great.
Yeah. They went there by themselves, and I went there to check it out with them one time. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It's crazy.
That's cool.
Do they bring you drinks like a regular casino and shit like
it's-
that?
No, but they have like snack machine, and like they're in a strip mall, dude. There's a 7-Eleven right
Aurora
down the
strip
class.
mall, they
Like,
got
around
What's
the
the?
corner.
Nice.
Oh, well, I don't want you to say what it is outside. You know,
mall.
the
It's
name
gone
of
now.
It.
Snack machines.
What was the name of it on the facade? Was it like grocery store?
No, it was like 777s or wild cherries or some shit, dude. It was literally something like that. It was like it had like 3 7s or some shit, and like
Oh, they weren't even trying to hide
No.
it. It's like Spannabis. They picked Spain and cannabis, and they made
Nobody's
a word.
gonna know.
yeah, it was weird, dude.
Wow.
It was a strange
It's a little
thing.
bit of a double entendre. Type.
So your parents are basically
Oh, they like to
gambling
gamble.
away your future,
Oh yeah, for sure.
your inheritance.
You're like, there goes your inheritance.
Yeah, I don't
What's
got
that?
nothing coming.
Every time they go there, are you like, what the fuck, guys?
What now?
Some
What-
guy who
what
owns a
did you pick up
laundromat in
this
that
week?
place is sucking up all their money.
Oh my gosh! But have they've told you when they win they do get paid?
Yeah, no. At the end, you get they because the computer that you log into keeps track of everything, and then you just go and you tell them your number, and then they pay you out.
They put it on a card, or what do they do with that?
No, they just pay
Cash?
you. They
Cash?
pay you cash, dude.
That's fucking crazy.
It's crazy, dude.
This is crazy.
I know.
And that's going on. It's one of the oldest vices there is, and they're fucking with mushrooms.
Yeah, right.
render to Caesar Caesars or something.
Wow!
Right.
What the fuck?
The tax man cometh.
Our priorities are so out of whack.
It's crazy.
So out of whack. Who puts these scales together? They do not balance. There's
Anyone with $5,000 can access my medicine.
That sounds like a guy in Arvada.
You sure he's not gambling in Aurora?
No. There's a setup out there. This guy, like, let's see how to even talk about this guy. He claims he has a nonprofit church, and he charges $5,555 very openly, very visibly, and tries to attract tech bros. But he's been pretty successful.
Wow.
He claims to have had 180 clients in the last 2 years.
Let's do his taxes right now. Hold on.
But the state gave him a license to train people.
What the fuck?
Oh, he bought it.
Yeah, this whole thing's wacky.
Yeah, he made a lot of money and
it's
he
so
paid
wacky.
somebody. This is just fucking crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
But isn't that, if you were running a cartel, isn't that the kind of person you'd want as like one of your henchmen and shit?
Yeah, and I think he has a
Tech bro
Pope
recruit.
outfit too.
Of course he does.
I mean,
Do you know the guy out in the Bay Area with the Pope outfit?
No, I remember
Pope of Cannabis?
Pope of
it
Dope.
used to be
Dope?
like a Grateful Dead scene thing, like the guy wearing the
Well, he
Pope.
runs a place called Zydor. I'm not going to blow up his spot with his name, but he does the money, fake money thing, right? You cash in for like
coins,
whatever he
tokens,
calls his
whatever.
dollars, yeah, and then you can spend them in there.
Petty.
That's the way to go. Tokens.
We got some
Token
tokens
economy.
in the-
Token economy.
Okay, Kyle, can you
have our own
call
money.
in right now and explain this to us? Because if
Explain
anybody,
what?
we need Dunn Show coins right now. Let's
Dunn
go.
coin?
Dunn
Yeah,
coin.
dude.
I mean, it's easy. You don't have to have it be actual crypto, like on a blockchain. You could just have it be like you were saying, like you sign into an account. and your
Podcast studio
account
/sweets
gets
coin.
credits.
That's
There's
right.
credits or like
Only if-
you know,
only
pack of
do-
seeds is
can only
5
cash 'em in
credits,
here.
not $5.
There's a whole box of them over there.
And they expire. They can expire after like 90 days. It's like, oh, you didn't spend your credits in 90 days.
Oh, I like that.
That was the first
we
thing I
put it
did.
on the
That-
They
blockchain?
fizzle.
That was the
That's
first
very
thing I
nice.
did
That
when we
makes it
started
more
doing
difficult,
parties.
but
I was
yeah,
like,
you
we're
can,
getting our
but
own
why?
currency. We have it. Oh, sweet. I already have it.
Hash coins.
Got it. No, that was my own personal currency.
Okay, so what, I'm totally tangenting here because we're talking about money, and we have Miles, the businessman
I
here.
know, he's-
We have Travis, the person responsible for there being mushrooms in the state of Colorado. But what type of event are we going to have for 420? It's going to be here tomorrow, basically.
we are having our grand opening at the Green Farms down there. As far as it's their first day, so I'm set up down there. It's on a Sunday this year.
I
was already thinking about it on the way down here. I was like, well, wait a minute. So Saturday should be. We should do our first bar trip town, I guess, right? It makes sense.
Bicycle day.
It's fucking bicycle day.
Get it.
and-
we need to
Hey,
plan it
get it.
now and get it out because
Make it a
we're going
big
to be
stop.
competing against
Oh,
a
I know.
gajillion events.
Whatever.
I'm already
Look, he's booked.
competed. Yeah, booked. For 18 and 19 at least. I could fly back in Denver on the 20th.
Where are
and
you
be
going?
here.
What are you
What's
doing?
going
I'm
on?
doing Sound Tribe in Nashville.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Oh, you can't
You
stop.
fly to Sound Tribe Sector 9?
Well, I'm gonna fly
Sound
to see
drive sector.
fish.
I mean, if
Good for you.
I
Same
could
days.
drive.
It would take him a little longer.
You're going to see fish where?
Same days in Seattle and then Portland.
Are you going to see Fish that weekend?
So, you know,
It's
Fish is
fun.
coming to
Sound Tribe's
Boulder.
playing Portland and Seattle later this summer.
Boulder, July 4th.
I know.
Do you know how
that's
much a hotel
crazy.
room is in Boulder right now?
Like $1,000
for that weekend? Yeah. Seriously. The La Quinta in Louisville was $595
Who
a
are
night.
these fish heads? Like who have
Here he is.
Do you know how undersold it's going to be though?
what the
The hotels
So,
are sold out.
Well, I mean, but that doesn't take that many people.
Why is the show going to be undersold?
Well, they've been filling dicks for the last. Yeah.
What kind of show
that's
is
what I
this?
walked
We
in
got
on.
kids listening to this show.
That's what I walked in on.
I'm just kidding.
But the soccer stadium that holds like 20,000 people, they've been filling it for the last 10 years, and this place is like way bigger than that.
But they're playing it like 3 nights. Well, they did Dick's 3 nights too, huh?
4 nights.
So
All right, so Dick's is
it's
smaller than
scarcity is
Folsom.
good though.
Way
Same
smaller.
people coming back and
I think it's half the
over.
size.
No, but what he's saying is that
It's not 4 times.
yeah, they not enough
Half
fish
the size,
heads.
and that out Commerce City was ratchet as fuck. So I don't think.
What does
Boulder-
ratchet as fuck mean for an old
well,
person?
Dave Boomer out over
Fucking
here.
hood rat.
You could
face.
do
Oh,
nitrous
wow.
balloons right next to the cops. You can have whiteboards that say you're selling cocaine. You know,
Wow, that's
like
pretty-
Are you
that's the-
fucking serious?
All right, I guess I'm old.
that's not happening in Boulder.
Dub, you've
No.
never been on lot. Like you don't know
Yeah.
lots of open air drug market. Fish slide is the most hilarious thing. My homie, I hadn't seen him in 10 years. He's got a little kid's red wagon, and he's pulling it full of like frozen ramekins full of mushroom chocolate, like little plastic ramekins full of
then we're going to get some good footage if it's in Boulder on July 4th.
Yeah, but they're not going to have it like
It's not going to be a free-for-all because it's Boulder.
Yeah,
They're not
I mean, we
as
went to
on
the
campus and
shakedown. It's only a daytime
I know.
situation.
We'll see.
The Dick Shakedown was like dirty and grimy and fucking
Yeah,
it was
anything goes.
This is why we have the King of the Wooks here right now. 'cause he's-
Can
give us
you
that
arrange for us
give
to
us
walk
the,
around?
The details, King.
I mean, just come hang out.
It was fun. It was a lot of
Come,
fun.
sure, for sure.
My homie's selling tie-dyes, and we went down there to like, I don't know, try to sell some whatevers, you know. And mostly just to see a
whatevers. I'll
spectacle.
take 3 whatevers.
Yeah.
I got you.
Can I have 3
Got some
whatevers? and a-
hero dose. You
what
got
you
to
call
eat
it?
all 3 of the whatevers now, though.
Hold on. Do you have a triangle, whatever?
Put your hand out.
I could make a whatever into a shape of a triangle.
He's good
stitch a
with
couple
triangles.
together.
He'll think it's cannabis the whole time, and even
As long as
days
it's shaped like a
afterwards.
triangle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a
Yeah.
weed triangle.
Like
for
our
you.
logo.
Did you hear that story
No.
about what happened to Adam?
My chocolate bar? What are you talking
No, no.
about?
He went to
Guys, there's triangles.
to the Shroomski party, and Cece got handed a full gram triangle mushroom chocolate. But when she was given it, she didn't pass that information on to Adam, who then just assumed it was cannabis chocolate and ate the whole thing.
That's adorable.
And even while driving home, couldn't admit to himself how
I was super high.
super high he
I
was.
was like,
Everything
wow.
was, you know, because
Drugs
cannabis
are
can't get you that
great.
high. And so when he got to the
Building-
studio,
I can argue.
No, well, the whole thing was I was
Different high,
I was just
but
super
yeah.
happy. I was like, man, this is the first time I've been high on chocolate in a long. This is
that's what he
great.
told us when he
And
got to the
edibles
studio.
work.
Even the next day, I was like, and I didn't get a hangover. This guy's a miracle. I need to talk to this guy. So I had him on the show, and then during the show, I was like, so how did you do it? Like, and he's like, those were mushrooms.
those were mushrooms.
I was like, oh, now it all makes sense. I was like, there you go. But I think that's the best way to get high in general is to trick yourself. Like the minute you trick yourself, like if you either forget or you kind of like don't take it sort of. So sometimes those are the best ones, just because they really
Exactly.
fucking hit you. Whereas if you're like too scared or you're like think it's going to be strong, you over anticipate it. You know, I was just like under anticipated. You're like whatever. Oh,
you had to get yourself into like.
I just thought
almost-
it was a really high milligram because it said the milligram on it and it was like, oh, 600 milligram. That's like my style right there. 800, 700. I was like, that's cool. I'll
Honestly,
be.
I'm feeling on the neck on the
Anyway.
top floor right now.
Yeah, he got a
Damn,
process for taking out the gritty eyes the next day. That's my worst part. Is I don't mind everything except for the next day. My eyes are so.
Like cotton eye. Cotton
Eye Joe.
You get cotton eye.
It's the worst.
I don't know why that reminds me of this story, but I lived in a house in Pittsburgh, and the 4 of us had a agreement that we could dose one another without telling.
Oh,
What world are you?
yeah. Why is that?
Because we had this
something?
conversation,
This is
like,
we all
what is it
agree.
like to
You
like
can
come
dose
up on LSD and not know that you took it?
The only way we'll find
Right?
out is
5 minutes later, it's like 5 minutes later. Everybody's like,
So
Okay,
did
how-
you get dosed? Did
No,
that
nobody
actually
did it to each
happen?
other.
Does the agreement
It would have
was made,
been
but
funny
then
if-
there's a
Right, but then
truce.
nobody did it.
How many people live there?
There's 4 of us.
Wouldn't it be funny if at the same time, secretively, you all dosed the same person? So 3 of you, you didn't tell them,
No,
and
that's something we didn't think of.
like that. Didn't figure that part out. Yeah.
That's something we didn't think of.
Yeah, you're like, I just dosed him. I just dosed him.
wait, you put what in his orange
Nobody
juice?
used it.
Oh, I
Like,
just did
What's
it.
that?
powerful
Oh
thing to
shit!
create and then not use. I'm like
I think it was because we all knew that we had shit going on all the time, and it was the type of thing where you're gonna like dose somebody when
Yeah.
you kind of knew that they could have the experience, it wouldn't have to call out of work.
It's
or
pretty much
anything.
the problem of every time you think about it, you're like, oh fuck it, tomorrow I got to do what? That's usually the
the voice of reason.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
exactly.
He was always ruining shit.
Yeah, but you see, for us, it always was. We just had to drive to the next show, so it really didn't matter. You could
That was the
recover
reason.
while you were
The
driving.
voice of reason was
Yeah.
like, the reason is you have to go to the next show. Like it's in 3 days or 2
Yeah.
days.
No, it was usually the next day, so you knew you
Next
had
day.
to. Oh!
Look at that.
Wow! It's James Bean's son. I didn't even know he had a son. Holy shit! There's a young kid out there.
Where is he? So
We can't hear you. Turn your phone sideways, and you look much older when you're inside. Now you look young.
Just relax, bro.
Oh, now you look really bad. There he is.
So I had a great story. So you guys were talking about dosing people.
It's about to get good.
Yeah, can you get closer to your router? Because you just froze in an up nostril shot.
James gonna tell dose stories. Is gonna be good.
Get
All right, we're ready. Everybody sit back. Pop some popcorn.
No. You guys are just
Dose
talking
your
about how,
friend's shit. Not yours.
let somebody know and what it would be like that if you didn't tell somebody that you were dosing them. So I was playing this show, and I played the 12 to 1 o'clock on the main stage, and then I had the side stage from like 2 to 3 o'clock. And so I had 2 really great sets. And I rocked the first one fucking hard. It was great. And I noticed at the time we have to be out of alcohol, like vodka. I was like, that's good. And so I waited my way to the second stage, and I started playing, and my buddy comes up, and he's like, hey, I got you a drink. And he had some fucking alcohol, and it was vodka. And I was like, I thought we were fucking all out of it. And he's like, no, I got you a drink. And so I drank it, and about, I don't know, half hour into my set, shit started fucking going hazy. He was like, I wanted to play, motherfucker. And I was like, dude, you fucking dosed me? And he was like, ha.
To like steal your set so you couldn't play.
Oh,
that's dirty.
Because I was happy. I mean, it was a good dose. I could not fucking miss these. I was like, you motherfucker. And I knew exactly where I knew it when I was like, that's where the alcohol came from. That's why he fucking had a drink for me. He wanted my second set. He wanted to try and, because I like a 2 or 4 o'clock set. I think that's a better kind of
Mark does that all the time to people. That's his whole little setup.
Yeah, dude, I dose people so I can get their sets, bro.
That's super lame.
On Dead Tour, dosing somebody without their knowledge was considered literally the most heinous thing you could ever do to someone.
Yeah, it's like rape.
It is like rape.
It's like brain rape.
It is, you stole from them their entire ability to make that personal decision.
See, and like at raves, like I used to go with this chick, and she'd like walk around and just like set her cup everywhere. So I'd like not look at it, just wanting to be loopy. She was just waiting for people to fucking put shit into her drink. Like that was just the
put a little light on it or something. Like flash drop them in here.
Yeah.
So that
backboard on the end of it.
Remember last year when I went?
So I have another hilarious story. So we were at the big Tahoe one. And my friend and her friend were looking for Molly. And I had found some, and I said, I'll find some. And so I find this guy, and he has an app. Great. And I was like, okay, I found the guy. And she's like, okay. And so I took her to my guy, and he gave her 2 drops. And we have another friend, Natalie, and she's never done that. And so, I'm fucking Looney Tunes bonkers, but an hour later, she comes up to me, she's like, oh, I took Natalie, and we found your guy, and we got some Molly from your guy. I said, well, what'd you get? She's like, 3 or 4 drops. I said, Molly isn't dropped. What the fuck are you talking about?
Wrong format.
3 or 4.
No.
She was like, oh my God. She's like, you gave Natalie acid. I said, fuck, I did. I said, you gave Natalie acid. I didn't give Natalie fucking shit. You took her to the guy and gave her drops. I said, Molly is not dropped.
Buy the ticket, take the ride. Have a good night. Have fun.
Baseball with Adam Dunn here.
And so for the rest of the night, that was another fucking great time. Music sounds, like symbols coming on the wall. And great shit.
James, before you tell another story, your sound quality is not the best right now.
Especially for a
anything to
DJ.
change.
For a DJ, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, you would be kicked out of the party.
Yeah,
They'd be like,
you'd be
this
done.
guy sucks, bro.
I'm in my backyard working. I just wanted to talk.
Oh, your sound always sucks. You know that.
Is that why?
We know
James.
James.
Loud
James.
He's DJ?
Look at James has a pool.
Oh, don't show that
Baller
off.
showing
Dave's
off,
getting on a
yeah.
plane right now.
Oh, wait, there's my bed right there. Hold on a sec.
Nice.
Hold on, I can set up a whole area right there. That's good for me. That's all I really need,
a pole
buddy.
boy.
Living La Vida Loca.
Living la vida loca. I'm still disturbed by the. I met this guy.
I hate you, but $1,000.
The what?
It's $1,000. Costing $1,000 a month.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, the fucking 2-story house, 3 beds, 2 baths. Take me all you want, but $1,000. I could not find.
Why is he in Mexico?
That's where he lives.
Why?
Cancun.
Yeah, Cancun, Cozumel.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Cozumel.
You grow weed there?
No.
No.
Well, it's not really weed, but I was going to go see freak shows.
It's less than
But,
ideal.
Look at Vinny's got like
You say that's less
great-
than ideal?
Vinny
Yes.
on Vinny.
I want to grow weed.
So
Some of them narrow leaves.
Now, as psychedelics go, again, just don't anybody get the wrong idea and start doing that. What Travis said was he and his 3 other roommates had an agreement together. They all were aware of it, and still none of them could. Do you guys see this on camera right here? That was one of the most disturbing things I
You
just
like it,
saw.
Dave. Jeez. It makes it burn right. I don't know what to say.
That is so
What?
gross.
You're gross.
He just blew the joint. I mean,
he did exactly what I always say is the grossest thing ever, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's 'cause it's him.
I do that when I'm smoking by myself. You know.
It's worse though when it's like a dude who's
This
like.
is so big that you can't.
Nah, I got you. I understand. You
You
gotta
know,
do what you gotta do.
We got to,
man.
yeah. Wook's got to do what a Wook's got to do.
So I can do a thing a certain way.
I
You have
mean,
to live up to your name.
I
dude.
noticed
couldn't
when
put
you
King of
did
Wooks
that,
on and have you not do shit like
you
that.
were tickling the
balls?
tip of the joint there, the other end, the crutch.
Oh, the chat likes it when Dave pretends he's a decent human being.
Whoa. Yeah.
Over the
When
line.
did that happen? When did I miss that?
Wait,
Over
when was I a decent human being? When I was talking about not dosing people?
Yeah, exactly.
When did that happen?
Okay, just I want to clarify, so I won't do that again.
Dave's old school and very traditional. He
No,
believes in not dosing people.
when I was in Amsterdam 2 years ago, and I met that one guy who called himself, well, I won't even say what his name was. He was a friend of the woman that Steve knew, okay? And he tells me the story about how they were all sort of tubing down a long river. It was 20, 30 miles they were going to go over the course of several days. And they had like not a vial, but a jar of acid. Okay, that's how he described it, a jar. And they had each been slowly taking drops over the few days as they're going down the river. And they came upon some people that they hung out with for an afternoon who were in like, parked, I guess, whatever the river rafting term is. They're parked there. And they told him that they had been eating acid. And he's like, oh, I'd like some. And they said, you've taken acid before? He says, yeah. And he goes, well, we have it in a jar. And he takes the jar, he unscrews it, and he drinks the fucking jar.
The whole jar.
The whole jar. And so it had to be 300-400 hits.
It'll be fine.
And I said, did you say anything to him right there? Like, tell him he needs to throw up and we need to get him someplace.
Throw up.
And
like,
he's like, no. We all just looked at him and we went on our way and left him there. And I'm like,
Perfect.
do you know where you? Even though this was months ago, he's telling me the story.
He's still there. He's still there.
He's permanently camping
Yeah.
on the river for the
I just, I mean that
I
that
love
disturbed me. That somebody could do that to another person.
He did
you
it
know?
to
He did it to himself.
No, he didn't tell him afterwards what he did.
Well, it's pretty rough.
He did.
But that's
In
exactly
that
what
moment, you have to know the guy did not know.
Well, you're better off not knowing, actually, in a weird way. Like, it's exactly
That's
what happened to me when I
mind reading.
dosed
You can't
myself.
know
When
that somebody else
I
does
did
or
one of those.
doesn't.
Like,
He drank
and then everyone looked at me.
multiple vials. He did not. He could not have known it was it. Just like what Bean
Maybe
just
he's
said
just greedy.
when he goes,
Selfish
"You had
bastard.
4 drops," and he goes, "Whoa."
Dude,
That's not acid.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's not
300
Molly.
Is a lot.
I told you the story where I dosed myself that one time. I was watching my friend's house, and he was selling acid in the sweet breath vials.
Yeah.
And like I found one in his room, and I was like, oh, I wonder if this is acid. So like, there's nothing in there. I shook it. There's like I couldn't even see like liquid in it or anything. But I turned it upside down, put it, and a whole puddle came onto my at like 2:00 in the morning. And I was like, oh, well, it tasted minty, so I was like, I wonder if it's sweet breath or if it's actually acid. I went to bed, and I woke up an hour later just tripping like my balls off, dude, and just like the dogs were like staring at me and barking and stuff. And, like, it was a long night, dude. It was a very long night.
You're like, and I'm up forever.
Yep.
So in that moment, when you still have the puddle in your mouth and you could spit some out,
it's too late.
you think to yourself,
I tasted mint, and I was like, oh, I bet
Yeah.
you that's just sweet breath. We're good.
What's his name? Yeah. Willie you remember Willie had that story too. Willie had something where he had some kids, and then the top of the vial was off, and it was just the classic where it was like, oh, and that was a fuck up. Like, yeah. There's many. Liquid can be very hazardous.
It's different when you do it to yourself, and that's why the guy in the river is going to be okay. He did it to himself. He's going to be all right.
No, exactly.
I understand what you're trying to say.
But if somebody does it and you don't even know at all, like what's coming, that only happened to me once. It's not fun.
I knew what I was doing to myself and still wasn't prepared for the experience when I bought 2 vials of acid. Well, Hayward Bill was an older hippie on tour, and I was 20 years old. We were at Shoreline Amphitheater. He comes up to me and says, "Hey, Dave, you want some acid?" And I think yeah. I think he's going to just, he goes, yes. "How much do you want?" I said, "I don't know, a couple hits." He goes, "No, how many vials?" And I said, 2. Because I'm out of my element right now. I didn't even know what to say.
I got 2 hands.
I said 2. So he goes, "Hang on one second." And I see him walk down Shoreline. And he walks over to a guy who really resembles Owsley Stanley. And, oh my God, that is Owsley Stanley. And they do the hug and the shake and everything like that. And Bill comes back to me. He goes, "Here, I got you 2 vials from Bear." I said, "Oh," and I'm trying again not to, like, it's, of course, everybody gets acid from Owsley.
Cool, thanks.
And he hands me, and I say, "How much do I owe you?" And I'm thinking to myself, fuck, I only have like $220. That's to my name. I have to get to the next show. He's going to ask me for $200 right now, and I'm just going to give it to him. And he goes, $40. I said, "Get out of here, $40. He says, $40. So I give him the $40, and in that moment that I handed him the $40, I felt the universe come out of alignment. Like, this should not be happening. You need to bring it back into alignment. So I put 1 vial in my pocket, I dosed myself, and I stood on the flat part of Shoreline Amphitheater on top in summer of 1990 with the vial in my hand. And anybody who walked past, I just dosed them. And the whole time I'm doing this
first, though, right?
Oh, I mean,
you're talking about Dave.
You're talking about Dave.
Dave's like, "Can you sign a waiver?" And then,
I had an attorney with me, so he was there. But just like Mark said, that he had his in a sweet breath. These were in Visine bottles. Okay,
you're drinking Visine.
So it's not a medical LSD dispenser. It's not like it does one perfect drop and sucks it back up in there and there's no residue, like they were parsing out the vaccine. This is it. There's always a little bit that drips down the side, and I can't let that go to waste. So I would just rub it on my hand and lick it up. And it was one of those spiritual moments where I'm just giving all of this away.
And you're like,
and I'm not paying attention. And, 50, 60, 70 people are walking past. I'm dosing everybody in my section. Word is getting out. That guy's giving away acid, and by the time I had given it away, I am fucking higher than I had ever been. And I have to say, I probably wound up with 10 hits from all of that. And even when you know what you're doing, that amount of acid can be
it's a healthy dose.
At least you spread it out though, like nice. You kind of had a good.
Yeah, over 30 minutes.
Well, that's good. Look, we got Box Brown and James Loud. So look at that. We're back in Barcelona.
Turn your phone sideways, James.
James Loud. Please. Don't you know your phone
he's got it in
sideways?
He's got it in his car thing, so maybe he can't do that.
Maybe he can. Maybe.
I'm driving. We're driving.
No
and
way.
His voice came back.
Oh, you're back.
I'm back.
You lost your voice?
Did you hear me say that you were one of the nicest guys out there and that people just gravitated to you because they knew that they would find comfort in just being in your presence, and that's why you joined us?
He really did.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
No, so check this out.
He lied so much.
James takes us to this speakeasy. And when I say speakeasy, it's in like something that I'm told is a top 50 bar on the planet Earth.
No, it's the number 2 bar in Europe. Yeah, it's in the number. I'm not sure where it is in the world, but it's the number 2 bar in Europe.
Wow.
Number 2 bar in Europe.
Now Dave's been there, so it might have dropped a couple notches.
It's 2.2 now.
The word might have gotten out.
Yeah.
Need more, Dave.
We get into the bar and we have to wait there for somebody to come up to us. He comes up to us. He opens the wall. We walk through the wall into a small storage room where he takes the panel off the phone. He dials a number, and then the sink opens up and walks through, and we weren't tripping at all. Okay? That was real shit that happened. All right? You didn't need mushrooms for this. This is how we got into it. And when we get in, it is like the oldest private room with the perfect table in the middle to hold like 15, 17 people. And we had our own bartender. And I figured, you know what? I'm not in Barcelona that often. I'm going to enjoy the alcohol thing that these people do. And it was just crazy after. That's where I did the first part of the show from there. So I was pretty lit by the end of it, but felt no ill effects the next morning. But thank you for that. I appreciate the invite.
Absolutely. Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Did we lose our other person?
Yeah, he had a quick emergency to go deal with a kid. So
kids come first.
This guy's like, go take care of him. We'll be here for another hour.
So, Strain Hunters, great club, by the way. If anybody is going to Barcelona, you definitely want to get a membership there. That I would say is like the hub club. If you go there, everybody will eventually walk in, and you'll see everybody in Spain if you spend enough time there.
And is that the Aryan and them?
It is.
Yes, it's Audience. Okay. Audience, the best of the best. It's the best club. It's the best, the most, the best, the best. The bestest and the mostest.
Yeah.
Yes, well, of course it is.
Of course. Well, cool.
So, where are you headed to?
Me? Yeah. I'm driving to the Grodan. They got an event this weekend in the city. Should be a lot of fun. Sail GP. It's like the Formula One for sailing. It's really cool.
Wow.
Is Grodan that Rockwool company?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. They are. And, I really like Grodan.
Get all salty, going with your salty friends for the weekend.
No, I like it all. I don't discriminate. I think
salt air.
It's more about the grower than it is about the fucking substrate, to be honest.
Do you remember, you ever heard the story about the lady from Grodan who back in the day, she would always eat pieces of rock wool in front of people, like when they did like a demonstration, they'd be, oh, it's totally safe, you can just eat it, and she ate it and she died.
She lived to be 100.
No, she died of cancer, of course. But of course she did.
Whoa,
but it was one of those like, what are you doing, lady? And she was like, oh, it's totally safe. That was her big sales pitch, and so she would just cruise around. And
how is Grodan still in business?
And it's pretty rough. I was like, you don't want to eat
game.
You don't want to eat that stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Not a good sales pitch.
That's like the executive who said he was going to drink the fracking fluid, the cup of it, because he said it was safe.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how safe it is to eat cocoa or to eat peat, and I don't know how sustainable either one of those things are either. I mean, I think they all have their
for sure
their benefits, and I think they all have their weaknesses. So it's I think there's so many different ways to skin a cat, and there's so many different things that can work for you. I think it's just it's very individual, and I don't hate on any one thing. And every time I say something fucking sucks, somebody improves it and makes it better. Look at the fucking LED lights. Literally 10 years ago, we all hated LED lights, and they were blurples.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to use them, and now everybody uses them as the standards. So it's just, I've learned to keep my mouth shut a lot of times when I think stuff sucks.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, the thing is, it's
well said.
People are going for different goals, of course, and there's something for everybody in that way, for sure. But as for in personal use, like Rockwool was a from a cloning point of view, I always up until recently, now it's of course because you kind of like mostly if you're using cocoa, you're using root riots or whatever. But for the most part, Rockwool, tried and true for sure. It's like one of those deals, especially. But once I've had my biggest yields ever with like just loose rock wool in a fucking pot, hand watering with a hose, and I've been like, holy shit, dude, this is amazing! Like completely.
Like the little cubies, or
no,
like
you can buy the Flock. You know what I mean? And I used to go and just get that and fill up big pots and.
Can we pause for a second? Let Mark share whatever it is made
What's
him
going on
laugh
over there,
so
Mark?
much.
Chad says that you should start eating yo tips.
That's amazing.
I don't
know why this is so funny to me.
I thought it would be much funnier. I really thought it would be much funnier.
Sweating over here.
Can't you just like put those along the bottom? Like,
So how's your trip home? Everything's smooth?
Yeah, man. Yo tips for the win. I'm eating yo tips. I actually, yo tips are okay too. I mean, I like organic tips. That's my thing. But, there's so many different ways to roll a joint. I used to use paper and just paper tips. Now I put the paper tips in the organic tips. So I'm wasting extra paper and slowly destroying the planet.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor,
really
James. We want you to stay around as long as possible.
Rosin, you're basically like mountains of parchment paper is being wasted every minute as we speak, and mountains of ice. And
Oh my god!
to
do the HLVD protocol, it's like a fucking mountain of black gloves. Like at the end of the day, it's just like after every single strain, it's like switch your gloves. Okay, you switch strains again, switch your gloves. And it's like at the end of the day, seriously, like 100 fucking gloves.
You're buying crate. You're buying them by the case, by the master case.
No,
I need a master case of
pallets
gloves.
It's ridiculous. Like, and I'm just like, this is not natural farmer ganja man material. Like, this is not what I was called to do. But
well, that's an interesting one. Is there any
just, like,
hope
dip 'em
for
in bleach
cure?
for 30 seconds and just wait there and then fucking take it out, rinse it off, and go to the next one.
No.
Is there hope for
Is it like monoclonal antibodies they can give the plants?
Oh,
and we
for
can get rid of HLVD once and for all?
Yeah. Healthy plants. Just don't fucking put it into, even if you have it, if your plants are healthy as shit, it'll be like latent.
That's why it's latent. That's why it's latent. So
yeah, leave it all latent with your healthiness, and I don't know. The
I'd say-
chitosan, like the I'm gonna say the willow and sage fermented plant extracts for this systemic acquired response.
Yeah.
The jasmonic and salicylic response.
There you go.
I mean, latent is all good until you have a stress scenario that causes your entire crop to fail.
Now you're fucked, yeah. But
You're fucked. So, like, the problem is you got to get rid of it. Like, you can't have it as something latent and deal with it. You can deal with it for so long. And, I've seen this time and time again where my friends are like, fuck it, they ignore it, and then it freaking destroys part of their crop or their entire crop or whatever. It's like, it's one of the worst things to deal with. And so remediating it, dealing with a clean environment, testing for it, all those
TC.
things are super important.
remediate by TC.
Remediate by TC or, work with plants that don't have it, get rid of stuff that does have it. I mean, there's so many options. If you love mirror stem excision can clean it, but there's only a handful of people that can actually do it. There's a lot of people that claim they can do it.
It's very hit and miss and very rare to use.
Yeah, there's a lot of snake oil salesmen out there claiming they can do this or that, and there's only a handful of people really doing the work.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because then you even once you get it back and it's clean, now you really got to have it in a clean
Change your
environment
gloves.
because all of a sudden you're like, and it has it again. You know what I mean? Because you know it can get it if it already
Just
has
by
it.
like being in the same room as
You know already that it's got it's ready, can receive it again. So it's very hard.
Yeah, I mean, you need to constantly be testing for it, even in clean environments. Like, that's what we do, so.
pop more seeds. Pop more seeds.
I'm waiting for there to be
Pop more old seeds
Old
from
seeds,
back in the
yeah.
day that are like, don't.
Or like when you're like as part of selecting keepers out of those pheno hunts, like test the keepers for the HOVD so that you know
There
that
needs to be like a black light where you can just shine it and have it show. Like you can't walk in. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, look, glowing. Kill
Get him out. Get him out.
Kill it.
Must kill it.
I mean,
With a drone, on a drone. There you go.
I mean, the best place to test it is in the roots, unfortunately. So I think the drone method's going to be out, but you never know. I mean, the stuff, handheld testing kits, eventually, they're going to have ways for us to test it a lot faster and easier eventually. I think they have lamp technology that somewhat works, but there's a lot of false positives and false negatives.
We'll treat them with nanobots. They'll go into
But
the
yeah,
soil.
and the other thing is treating the plants with biologics. So if it hasn't, instead of having to do full remediation, they're going to have I think there's a company already doing it out of Seattle. One of my friends is working with the guys. We haven't used it yet, but I think the potential's there to where you'll be able to treat the plant with biologics that'll actually be able to knock it down. It might not eliminate it, but it'll knock it down to where it's not going to express. So, with your mothers especially, I think those kind of things are the future.
The future.
Do it with microbes. Do it with lactobacillus, and sage has the jasmonic acid in it, and the willow has the salicylic. And those are the two acids that trigger the systemic acquired response for stress in the plant.
Right.
Got me nice and high, talking all slow.
So what's going on in the mushroom world, Travis, that we should know about, other than the horrible news of Denver rescinding your ordinance?
Warehouse mushrooms are on the rise.
Like rave mushrooms? Like all raving?
No, they just grow them in warehouses in bags.
Oh. Is that good or bad?
I don't eat them.
I was going to say, that don't sound bad.
Hashtag say no to warehouse mushrooms.
There we go. Okay, I didn't think so.
How do you know if you get like an ounce of mushrooms?
You don't.
So, you can't.
You don't.
You can't. So you gotta just know your guy.
You gotta suss it. Yeah, know your guy.
That's what's up. That's
or gal.
Gal.
Well, it's something you've told us since the beginning, that the cultivator, the person who cares for those mushrooms, imparts upon them a part of their essence.
Well, they told me that, so I just spread the good word.
Yeah, I can see.
They called it entheogenic terroir.
Entheogenic terroir.
Yeah, I'm probably butchering that word, but
it's okay. Mark is typing it into the chat right now to make sure everybody who wants to look it up knows how to Wikipedia it.
Nope.
Some mutiny shit going on over here.
No, this is what we call Friday, Miles.
What's going on? What do you need me to do?
Entheogenic
terroir.
And you got the spelling on that.
I made up the term, the two words.
All right, good. I love it. Made up.
What's the second word?
Terroir.
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 It's a French
Terroir.
word.
Yeah. Spell it in
Terroir.
French.
Yeah. Terroir.
It's like terror, but with an I in it.
Terroir.
Yeah, basically, if you take a grape and grow it in different places in the world, it's going to express differently.
Exactly, just like cannabis.
Every plant, cannabis, everything,
Yeah.
it has their own terroir based on like minerality and environment.
Yep, all of it.
And you're attaching that to the person now.
The phenotypical expression.
Right. Well, the grower becomes the shepherd in that process and decides what to feed the organism, and what kind of emotional climate it's in.
Oh, yeah, that's where it goes wrong right there.
Vibes.
Yeah, the warehouse. It loves being in the warehouse
grown by the guys who just want to flip a buck on it.
Flip a buck.
Yeah, they walk in the room and they look at money, and then some people look in the room and they see medicine, and it makes a difference.
Yep, it's the same. I mean, it's part of the
ganja, same way.
Same thing.
Food, same way.
Yeah,
Food
anything
is
that can
the
kind
same
of carry
way,
it
yeah.
on, carries on the energy or whatever from the different things. It's like, and it's funny too, because back in the day when we were all getting weed from unknown sources, we had no clue where the fuck it came from. And you can imagine all the bullshit that kind of came along with some of that we never had a clue. Like, I wonder why everything's going wrong. Well, there you go.
I know what's new. Oprah's talking about mushrooms.
What?
You get a mushroom. You get a mushroom.
Yeah.
You get a mushroom.
Look under your seat.
Dose somebody
Look under your
without them
seat.
having
Look under your
that's
seat.
the one.
Oh, hold
That's
on.
Oprah.
Mushroom.
Oh, it's mushroom day!
This is
Oh, no, I
actually.
did see that. I did
This
see
is
that.
really big.
I did.
The Oprah effect is real.
It's crazy.
But yeah.
Good. Then we like Oprah for mushrooms.
I mean, we don't like
really.
the way mainstream is doing psychedelics.
You might like
Do we-
Oprah for mushrooms.
Telescopic.
Because
Only because they're not buying enough from
telescopic in the house.
Telescopic has a issue with your terroir. As soon as you feed the plant, it is not terroir.
Yeah,
terroir
terroir. You
anymore.
have to use this the environment of the.
They don't
actual
feed
region.
grapes. He was saying.
No, they can't even irrigate because it's like if it like doesn't rain much that season,
Right.
like that season has that flavor of like you can't irrigate. It's like how much it rains in that year on that dirt.
I dig.
For
Okay.
true terroir.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it,
True.
yeah, like in that like you can't
Like dry
actually-
farming,
You never
basically.
like so in that way they take the true terroir, like they take the shepherd like as much out of it as you can, where you're like
So
you're
it's
just
the land.
harvest-
It's
you're
the
here to,
land
like,
expressing itself through the organism.
the land and the environment
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the sea. So you can like say like, oh, all the wine from this year in that region had the same effect. Like they all had a short spring and a dry summer and a really hot fall, and it was like over quick.
Is there another word? Is there another word that talks about all these elements being expressed?
Plus the human, plus the shepherd's vibe.
Yeah, plus the feeding, yeah.
I'm sure the mushrooms is going to tell you a good word. A
phenotype. That would be your phenotype, right? It's environment plus nutrition,
right?
But plus the vibes. He's talking about vibotype. Like how much? Like,
or phenovibe.
If a grumpy farmer and a happy farmer grow next to each other in the same region, in the same soil, in the same strain, the vibesy one gets the better weed, right?
Do you guys use the term chemotyping?
Yeah, like
the
CBD or THC dominant expressions and stuff.
Yeah, that's the chemical profile, right? So chemotype would be the chemical profile.
The genotype is more like the physical expression, and then the
phenotype,
organoleptic experience.
Ooh, till the wheels fall off.
Is there anything else? I mean, so grapes would be a terroir. Is there any other agriculture crop that we consume?
Where they give a much.
Well, I did not know that. What Telly said is to me, it was like it opened up my thinking about it. If you don't feed it, right, we're feeding cannabis, you know.
Yeah, we love to
are we feeding mushrooms?
We love to make up names or things.
Essentially, yeah.
You're
creating a substrate blend.
And I mean, nobody's growing mushrooms on native soil the way we farm. Like farming is done.
I mean, that's
in the
not
native
entirely
earth.
true, but
who is?
Almost nobody. A guy named Stig
here
in Minnesota, I know, is doing it.
Like Sykes, like cubes on the ground.
Non-cubes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen like the wood log thing.
Yeah.
Like the wood log.
Shiitake I did in Oregon.
Paniolis. There's all kinds of like mushrooms that you can grow that don't necessarily need manure.
Okay.
Grow them in grassy areas.
That's cool. So I dig all that stuff. You can use like trees from like right around, like even if you're growing on wood chips, you could be like, oh, these oaks are from the region.
I'd only ever heard the word used in the wine conversation.
It's interesting. There are more like more similarities in alcohol with cannabis as like cannabis starts to evolve that are like historical, like the chartreuse monks brew these like crazy herbal blends that are like ancient, and they have to take like vows of silence before they learn the recipe of some of these, and like then they get to make a batch of it, and you know, and like you can imagine if when cannabis has been around for long enough, we have some historical relevance. We can look back on Pakistan, India, North India, and stuff like this and even more recently we can look at Amsterdam and stuff, but
Humboldt County.
But really, like, yeah, these are small frames of reference compared to like monastic orders and brewing their sacred weird, you know, brews and stuff. So that's kind of an interesting thing that I'm not really big on alcohol at all, but it is cool to learn about the direction that these kind of like cultish passions around botanical
they were
preparations
not just alcohol. They were always, like you're saying, like all blends and herbal things, and you know, definitely cool.
Now I want to run a monastery.
Yeah, shroomistery.
Monsignor Fluck.
Exactly. I'll be the abbot.
Yeah, sign me up for like a shorty, like a 90-day retreat or whatever. Let's go.
Yeah, if I could get the funding, I'd love to have a place like that in Crestone.
Would you need? Yeah. Would you?
Why does it have to be in Crestone?
Yeah,
the mosquitoes there
have you
are
ever
like the
taken
size of
mushrooms
this
in Crestone?
box. Probably.
I have.
No, you'd know.
I definitely.
What is it? It behaves differently in Crestone.
Dave,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an open invitation to come take mushrooms with me in Crestone.
Okay,
let's go.
I don't need any. Yeah, it's always a yes.
Make sure you actually have an extra gas can.
I have a geodesic dome that I rent.
Wait, who said that? Gas can.
Yeah, because you run out of gas out there.
You are far from gas.
That's the perfect spot to be like,
I
got a quarter tank. I should make it. No.
Yeah. Oh, did you see my reel today? Holy fuck! I got down to 4 miles in my car, telling me that I had, and I still had 1 mile to go.
Oh, I've get down to 0 many times and just like, fuck it, I'm going.
Mine doesn't even go down to 4. It does like 10, and then it's like
you're out.
Does lines and says you better go get some.
Get some.
I get nervous under half.
I ran out of gas the other
Dude,
day.
yeah, I'm
like,
a
couple
halfer.
weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I
like,
fill up
thought
at
I
half
could-
no matter what.
Because I knew I had to get
If I
gas,
can.
and then I hit this road, and it was like I somehow just spaced it out and got on the road, and I was about halfway home, Didn't tell Cece. I was like, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. I got like maybe 8 miles from my house. I was like, man, this is where we're stopping. And of course, it was like the worst shoulder. Called my mom. She came, picked us, brought me some gas, but it was like close. I just said, fuck it. I'm going for it. I just had to go another mile.
So,
roll the dice.
James, how's your gas?
Oh, he's like, I'm running out.
We're at like 3/4 of a tank.
Okay, good.
That's not living dangerously.
You drive a Tesla,
You gotta
don't you?
gotta keep it under.
I drive a Tesla and I got 3/4 of a tank. Yeah, that's right.
That's what I mean. You're lying to us right now. What do you got?
There's
How
no
much charge?
No one's been throwing anything at him, so he's probably not driving a Tesla.
No, I drive a nice car. I drive a nice vehicle.
Oh,
It's a plug-in hybrid too, though, but it's not a Tesla. It's gas operated.
Gas operated plug-in hybrid.
just show me the
Cover
dashboard.
all
I'll tell you what car it is.
Really?
Let's see. Oh. I didn't even have to guess. You showed us the name of it.
I know.
That was easy.
Oh, look at that. Look at
It's hot
James
pink.
flexing.
It's hot pink.
Yeah, it's hot
Flexing.
pink.
Speaking of flexing, I fucking sent the invite
My
out
car.
to. He was checking in on me, so.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
El Grande Estupido.
Yeah, we tried. We're calling him in now.
Who?
Big dummy.
Oh, to talk about him hitting me in the balls?
Yeah.
Danko helped me up.
Wow, that would have.
He didn't know what happened. He's like, "Are you okay, man?"
Nobody filmed it.
That would have been great.
That would have been worthy right there.
When I saw Big Dummy in Spain, I yelled out loud like I was talking to somebody. I said, "Jose, ¿cómo se dice Big Dummy en español?" And he had an envelope in his hand. He shook my hand, and then I didn't see where his other hand was, and he just
this last trip.
Yeah.
He flicked him in the nuts and debilitated him. Took him down.
like
took him down.
They're rolling on
to
the ground.
knee. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like a 12-year-old
Some
got hit in the
locker room
nuts
shit.
in a baseball game and forgot his cup that day.
And you went down.
Oh, down like a sack of bricks, real hard. Yeah.
Really?
You know what?
Full-grown man.
You
Full-grown
get
man.
flicked in the nuts. We'll see how that.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Bro.
It brought back every memory of why I did not like playing sports and getting hit in the nuts.
Obviously.
Yeah.
What was in that envelope?
Yeah. Wasn't that?
It was the perfect fucking. It was just.
It was perfection. I wish I was there, dude.
Ball
Now
tapped you
that
just right. Yeah,
makes
I'm
me
like,
sad I
there
didn't do the whole trip.
Definitely should have been footage of this.
That'd have made the
Dave
trip for
rolling
you.
around.
That would have made
Seeing
the trip
that
for me
really?
right there. That would have
That
made the whole
type of
trip.
sadism?
He would have whipped out his camera and at least, gotten footage of you rolling around the floor.
I would hope he
At
would have
least the
tried to
after
help me up.
effects,
Yeah, the rolling around.
Quick, Dave's on the ground.
No,
grab
Danko
your
didn't-
camera.
What happened?
Don't
I
help
don't
him.
know.
Grab a camera.
I was cracking up. I was laughing the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm thinking back to my childhood.
I did this to myself.
This is like this payback's a bitch. Are you kidding me? I was laughing the whole time. That's what I was saying. I started laughing before I hit the ground. I knew what was going on. I had to take a knee really quickly, and I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you nickname this guy?
He did.
I did.
Okay.
How long is the bus that you take to school? Is it like normal length?
Well, see, the thing is, it's a long story, but there was a little dummy first, which is his friend, and so we blamed everything on Little Dummy to him. So he became Big Dummy by proxy, just because Little Dummy was such a fucking nightmare that I was like, well, you're now Big Dummy, obviously, because he's huge. He's 6'7" or something, and like
Oh, he's
400
bigger than that.
pounds.
That's not negligible.
No, he is big.
He's a big guy.
And
He
he's-
is,
and he's been a
well,
dummy
and
a
he's
few
from
times.
France, so Andre the Giant thing could be going on.
No, he's Belgian, which is the same thing.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's what I meant.
that is where the big ones come from, right?
The Giants.
Belgians.
Andre, yeah, they
You
were.
ever see those Belgian cattle?
Yep.
They're big too.
But Karma's a bitch, though, just so you know.
You need just look it up.
Because I made
You
fun
want
of
me
him,
a Belgian
and I
cow
asked
up?
him, does he have to pay
I'm
for
looking
2
up.
seats?
Those like
You know?
muscle-bound cows
Look
that
how
look
much
like
power
they
you
came out of a laboratory.
Wait, I asked him if when he flies, he has to buy 2 seats, to sit in them, or fuck the person sitting next to him. When I fly from Spain to Munich, there's one guy walking down. I'm like, please don't be the guy sitting in the middle seat. Please, he's having to wedge just walking. Okay, between the seats.
Like this guy here?
Yes, that was him. That was the guy.
This is the guy
Holy
on the
shit.
plane with
Frederick, how are you, buddy? And sure enough, he sat down in the middle seat.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Who the fuck buys a middle seat for that
I'll
man?
flick you in the balls. What's going on, ball flicker?
That was just good luck. That was just perfect placement.
Turn your phone sideways so we can take in all of you.
Extreme of you. Yeah, we have to see all of you.
Oh, wait, you know what? Go back.
Wow.
So really, that me just yelling out loud to the whole crowd how to say "big dummy" in Spanish, that's what got me flicked in the nuts.
Oh, you're lucky that was all I got.
I was about to say,
yeah. Listen, you've been fucking warned. You've been warned time and time again.
I just want to know, though, with your business being so profitable, how do you walk around without security?
Security.
Yeah. Listen, I am a mere employee, motherfucker. We are the largest Latin American company, so I don't know why you're so surprised. We have 19 dispensaries.
No
What's surprising about the amount of money we make?
I'm surprised that we haven't seen sponsorship running
What do you
on
mean?
the show.
I gave you a fucking mobile studio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was a few months ago.
What do you mean?
That was before. That was before.
Over once was $180,000 RV.
That was before one of my friends who's calling me
My
up.
friend just bought one for $2,000. It was
Where
like the
is
same
it?
thing. I was like, that was a good deal. He's like,
I'm getting phone calls from friends
just bought one.
telling me that they had no idea that I knew such wealthy
Those fucking
business
ballers.
people in the cannabis space. And he's telling me this, and I'm going, who
said this?
Who?
I don't want to say who.
He said,
we know who it is.
You've impressed somebody.
Marcus came up to me and was just like, dude, I had no idea that you really knew such a wealthy investor in the cannabis space. I said, oh, shit, I didn't know I did either. Who is that? He says, the guy you introduced me yesterday. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, wait, did I introduce him to like a really rich investor and not know? But he disclosed that to someone else. And when I figured out it was Jan, I was just shocked. So I immediately texted Adam and said, did you know that he's throwing this number around that was quite a nice number? And I'm like, I know we got an RV that he's going to write off.
You guys do the math. You guys do the math. We sell about 2,800 pounds a month via wholesale and dispensary.
So,
James is
James is back.
James Bean's
He
back.
wants you to buy some seeds from him.
I just need to chip in here. Dave, this is why I don't let my friends meet you. This is exactly the fucking reason why people just say, we don't meet Dave. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like an
Why? Because I might ask how to say big dummy in Spanish.
No. Listen, if you keep it up, Dave, keep it up. You got it. There's one ball left.
No, I don't think there is. I'm going to have him checked on Tuesday.
I have to say, that was like divine intervention because like Adam, I just did the flick. I didn't even I wasn't even trying to fucking harm him. I was just giving him the fucking, and I had the program, the Spannabis program. So it's
It weighs 9 pounds.
And you had it rolled like your grandfather back in the day with the rolled up one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty strong, actually. That's like a little billy club at that point.
The spine.
Yeah.
I must have caught him with the spine of the catalog or whatever.
I'm just surprised you could find his balls. That's fucking.
That's true.
Hey, come on.
Well,
where's Vinny to give the rim shot simple crash?
Vinny didn't know.
The fuck out of my face. You know what I mean?
Vincenzo, what are you doing to all the graphics? What the fuck's going on here?
Vinny's on his own world.
No, because you guys distracted me with my not job, so I couldn't do my real job.
I'm on the other side.
Vinny's over there. He's
making barbecue for people.
He's barbecuing.
He's slammed. It's Friday night at the barbecue
side.
joint.
That's true. That's true. Last time I was there, he didn't even give me shit. I went to find him and he wasn't even there. He went to the fucking store.
I'm too busy for
The only time people show up is when he
Anyway,
goes to the store.
He doesn't allow a single person to consume all of the barbecue he makes for the evening. Hence the reason why he hid in the back room when you showed up.
Cool. All right, Dave, keep it up.
Keep it up.
Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. Well, you know, we've seen what happens.
Roll up a
when we
magazine.
don't-
Hey, roll up a
when we don't
magazine
try.
and show it to him. Just roll it up and show it to him so he gets scared.
You better watch it.
Now I've got the full. I've got my uncle's memoirs.
Holy
in
Jesus.
Hard copy that one. Take out a knee.
Yeah. Yeah, break a leg. We'll take out a finger. What do we
I
have
like
there?
the gallo in the background. Sasha just called me. I'll see her tomorrow in Amsterdam.
There you go. Say hi to
Headed to the dam tomorrow.
Are you in Belgium right now? What time is it there?
It's
Middle
like
of the night.
1:30 in the morning.
Good. You stay on U.S. time or Puerto Rican time, so you don't have to have jet lag.
Fucking hell.
Good man. Good man.
I'll be back on the island at the end of the month.
What do you know about Bilbao?
I know it's got a beautiful conference center, and it's got the Bilbao's got a beautiful museum, and it's got the aquarium too, right? It's got that incredible aquarium.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, it'll be good. Obviously, it's not the same jive as Amsterdam. As Barcelona, but it'll be good. It'll be fun to see.
Change it up a bit. I think everyone's going to still go to Barcelona anyway, and then make their way up, which is going to add a lot of cost to the whole thing too.
Can you fly? Well, how do you
Well,
travel in?
They must have a decent size.
Take the train. It's only a couple hours. It's not even 2 hours by train.
From Barcelona.
Like Barcelona Bilbao was like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours by train.
Jamie, check it out. Confirm.
5 hours and 60.
What do you want me to do? I was doing something else here.
It's not 5 hours.
I don't
You guys
know.
always have something. What do you need? What?
Dave needs
Pictures of a weird
Barcelona
cow.
to Bilbao.
Oh, pictures of a weird cow. I got that, dude.
Yeah, let me see the cow
I
again.
got that. I got that right here, bro.
Barcelona
It's
to
ready to go.
Bilbao on a train.
Look at that big ass cow.
That cow is ridiculous.
That's my puppy.
That's
7
your little.
hours.
It's your little girl. See, this is what
That's
we're
my
saying.
girl.
Yeah.
Goes in blue.
That cow could pull that
We were
RV.
explaining how all the monsters come out of Belgium, and then we.
There you
explained-
go.
Yeah, so giant cows and Andre the Giant and fucking
Pedophile priest.
pedophile priest, giant ones.
That guy who smacked David's balls. Oh yeah, that's you.
that giant that smacks balls.
Don't all.
Huge waffles.
Hey.
That's him right here. Look at
Big waffles. That's me.
And just for your information, it takes 7 hours by 2 different trains.
No, it's you fucking. That's when you take the impoverished route that you do. Okay.
I just went to
there's a
Google.
Poor
fucking-
people train.
the impossible.
Yeah,
You're
the
taking the poor
poor
people train.
There's
But for
a
the
fucking
richies-
high-speed train.
The Richies take a special train.
I just went to Google and said.
No, you don't
Public
even have to be rich. You
transportation.
just have to be not Dave poor.
Dave was trying to take like a
Not
subway.
Dave Poor.
Dave.
You
If
see
you're not
all the
Dave
people-
poor, you can take the high-speed train in like 2 fucking
Who
hours.
isn't Dave for?
I don't know
It's
about
beautiful.
that.
Bilbao
Is there a
is cool as
high-speed
fuck. I mean,
train
it's
from
got that
Barcelona to
incredible.
Bilbao?
It's
Whoa,
got
he's
that
calling
really
you out right now.
incredible architectural conference center.
Let's look.
And it's got an amazing.
Nothing in Spain
amazing
is 7 hours
aquarium.
from anything else in Spain. It's
6
not-
hours and 36 minutes.
Yeah, what the fuck?
By what? Horse and carriage?
Yeah, Dave, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it.
We're looking at.
Use the European internet
we got-
and see what it
luckily
says.
we have
I know. Look
MDI.
at
No, hold on. He might be right. It says
high-speed train
Alvia
Bilbao.
high-speed train.
There we go.
Oh, geez.
Here we
Here
go.
he
Hold on.
goes.
There
Not
you
involved.
Fucking Charnick.
No, it's from. Hold on, let's see.
Hold on.
Just look.
Fucking Charnick. You know, just yeah. Who
If
has
you say
Vinny,
fucking
give him the
Google,
buzzer.
you. Oh, you're gonna make me.
It's getting good.
Remember, I'm the one that's on the microphone every Friday. There, El Grande.
I'm just gonna stay on the line and just fucking mute fucking dingleberry.
You can
Every time Dave opens his mouth, I'm just going,
sweet. Then there you go. Then mute all the
We
time.
already do that though. That's what
Yeah.
we do that on the show.
I don't know how you make a reservation here and even check.
His volume starts out lower even too.
Dave's making a reservation.
Oh, here we go.
Are you making a reservation a year in advance, hoping to save $5, Dave?
No, I'm trying to find out how fucking long it is so I can confirm your 2-hour high-speed trip.
Or do you just need to know how many balls to suck before next year?
Whoa, yeah.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Hey, James.
Green lighted you.
James, can I sell some seeds for you, bro?
I don't sell seeds. Barcelona.
You were trying to pimp me out to some guy. You know, Adam. This is how loyal Dave is. You know, we're sitting in the greenhouse, sitting in the greenhouse, and Dave's trying to pimp me out to some other fucking seed company. Whoa. He's like, "Oh yeah, you need their seeds, man."
Him to Requiem.
Fuck Adams.
Yeah, I in fact I did announce out loud. I said, "Fuck Adam Dunn."
Yeah, fuck Adam. That's exactly what he said.
If you're gonna be funny, at least be truthful. You big fucking monkey.
And then what? But what?
Who were those guys? Requiem.
Yeah.
Requiem?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll see how you work in Spain next year, buddy. Those aren't the guys you want to badmouth.
What do you mean? I make $35 million a year. I'm retiring.
Oh,
that's what you told Marcus. Marcus comes up to me and says, "You know, one of the richest guys in the cannabis industry. He makes $35 million a year."
Wow.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
With a C-suite title. I'm a hired gun.
He's my bodyguard, bro.
I make money, but I don't make that kind of money.
Look at
I
you,
think
all
I'm one of the
snaked up and
last
ready
few
to
that
roll.
makes money in this fucking game.
Snaking eggs.
Snaking and eggs.
Oh, don't say snake and eggs around Big Dummy. He'll be, it's breakfast time now. It's 1:30. Time to eat.
Right.
Belgian style.
That's true.
Did you get some waffles while you're there?
He's gonna have
I'm good. I
12
just
chickens.
I just had a pot of mussels and Fritz.
Oh, there you
and
go.
a
That's
couple
classic.
strong Belgian beers.
Nice.
I'm good. You see, I'm ready to. And so this explains this, by the way.
Yeah.
Dave knows why. Dave, tell them why I'm wearing my shades.
What? Don't tell him
I
why.
think he sat on his glasses.
Oh, really?
I broke my glasses, so these are my prescription shades.
Oh, now you're like
nice.
Stevie Wondered out. You're all.
I've been Ray Charlesing it for fucking days.
You gotta do it like that. You gotta do that a lot. Yeah, do one of those moves. Classic.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to grab me some glasses in Puerto Rico and meet me in Amsterdam, that'd be awesome.
Wow, that's a fucking
What
mish.
are they doing in
What a
Puerto Rico?
mish.
Well, and he'll use part of that $35 million a year to pay for your trip.
He'll pay a
There you go.
private
There you
jet.
go.
Take a
All right,
have a
To
private
bring
jet
all
waiting
glasses,
for
just
me.
have
I'll go
some
get him.
Dave, I'll send you on the Charnock Express, which is horse and carriage to the Gulf of Mexico. And
America.
then,
It's not the Gulf of Mexico
Gulf of
anymore.
America, don't you fuck
a
around.
slow fishing boat that stops in Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and finally PR.
This is
But
a
you're gonna
good
have to
fucking
keister-
trip.
You're gonna have to keister a whole shitload of blow.
Whoa. Now we're really across the line.
This is gonna make some dope ass content, Dave. Do it.
Dave, do it, and you have to GoPro the whole thing.
Yes.
I have to GoPro
the whole thing.
in the prison
you
wallet.
GoPro the whole thing. You gotta mule it.
Yeah.
You gotta keister like a half key at least.
I mean, let's be honest for a second.
Wow.
If
You can tell
we
he's
were
been in the
looking
Caribbean
for
too long.
somebody
He's
with the
like-
hugest ass to shove shit up, they would be talking to you, buddy. Okay? So just you
Well,
keep
that's
your
how he's got
sunglasses
the
on.
links, and he's gonna connect
You've
you
been
with
in
it.
Belgium for what,
Not about
3
his
days
connection.
now? Why didn't you go to an eye doctor and have them make you a new pair of glasses? Why was that not the first thing you did
Don't
when you
get
got
all
there?
fucking Charnock logic like you fucking know what you're doing. Just
Man.
just enjoy
It's
your
like Dave
position.
called his older brother or something.
Yeah,
right.
Charnick logic.
He's getting dunked on.
Charnick logic.
First he got knocked in the nuts. Now he's getting
It's like a
bashed on
deep
his own
family
show.
feud
Terrible.
or something. Charnick
Deep.
logic.
Go
Charnock.
get some
Let's
glasses
remember
made.
that one.
Yeah, we don't.
I will. It's the weekend. I can do it on Monday.
Go back to bed. He was sleeping too. He was in bed sleeping, and then
He was eating.
He heard the flicked and balls. And
Yeah,
he's like, I gotta be part of this story. He's like,
Yeah, I
"Oh,
had to set this straight.
You're like, What?
Fucking ceramic.
Straight.
Was he rolling on the ground for real? Like
Yes.
rolling?
Oh, dude! Like immediate. Like I almost felt bad for him. Like I almost was like, "Fuck!" I hurt the guy, and then I started laughing.
But you were laughing.
But he said he was laughing himself, so that means it was okay. So yeah.
No, like, but you know how it is. Like, people were looking at me like I was some violent offender who had just walked up and like beat the shit out of
What'd you do to
Dave.
him?
You're like, I just flicked him in the nuts.
I swear to God, I just fucking.
But he called me a dummy.
I swear to God, I know the guy.
Yeah.
All I
And
heard in
Spanish,
my
too, so
head.
everyone knew what he said, so it was very obvious.
All I heard in my head was, a 13-year-old buddy going, "Good game," and I could not stop laughing in pain the entire time.
No, but I mean, he legit fucking dropped like a sack of potatoes and was like rolling on the floor, and he did not get up for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
It wasn't that long.
It
Danko
was at
helped me
least
up.
3 minutes.
But Danko
It
picked him
wasn't.
up off the ground.
Oh, I don't
You,
think
you
Danko
walked
was-
away? You didn't even care? You were like, I'm out. I was like, he's taking too long.
Oh yeah, I kicked him. I kicked him and then walked away.
Wow. Good.
Total cherry on
dominance.
top of this
Just a
whole
little
story.
just
Did that really
just to,
happen?
I said, "Get up, pussy," and I kicked him in his ass.
No, he didn't do any of that.
No.
No. He legitimately at first he probably thought he was going to get arrested
It
from
makes
somebody
the
for
I
assault.
got worried. I was like, I looked around and I don't know who he was. I can't remember who Charnick was with, but obviously whatever female was
It was
there,
with Marcus.
her eyes went like bugged out of her brain and looked at me like I was some fucking serial fucking
She'll be
killer.
on the show in a few weeks. Tattoo Betty.
There you go.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get assaulted.
You did the assault,
then I
and you
remember
are a
trying to get
violent offender.
It's horrible.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, that was that literally was the only thing I'm sad I missed. The rest of it I could live without. But that
I told the story. You should have a picture in your head.
So worth it.
Why is
You would
Mark
have loved
cold?
that, and you would have loved me berating Dougie.
Oh, there you go. So there have been a twofer. I would have had those two moments, which I could probably live without.
I gave Dougie like a 10-minute fucking tirade.
Yeah.
I bet you did.
Tell us about that.
No, we don't want to hear. I know. I can't. No.
Like, Doug, you piece of shit, give me some fucking weed now.
Wow.
I like it.
Oh, Julian had some amazing weed. I mean, absolute, and it happened to be a Capulator strain that he had grown two different ways. And when you hear his protocols for what this guy does, he does not sleep. You know, it was absolutely amazing
With
what
a
he
thick
did.
French accent. Of course.
Yes, and
He don't do what Dunn does. What Dunn do?
Don't do it. Yeah, exactly.
He don't do what Dunn do.
He's probably growing on cocoa or something. Right?
I don't know.
These were grown in Rockwell, and these were also grown in Rockwell, but I like sprayed them sometimes with
No, I'm
magic
pretty
water.
sure I heard them say natural living soil.
Really?
Yeah.
But how, like, with what kind of accent? How do you say it?
Sprayed him with
French.
living soil
Natural
runoff.
living soil.
Living soil.
Resin,
Yeah.
It makes it extra
Can we get
special.
this guy on?
All right,
Julian,
listen,
yeah.
I'm out.
Natural soil.
All right, my friend.
from the-
I think so.
See you, Len. Soup. Peace.
Oh, he was fun. Don't go.
Oh, man.
Oh, don't go.
Tell me the story about.
Don't go, dummy, go.
Show me the story about hitting Dave in the nuts again.
Daddy, tell me the story about hitting
He came
Keep
back.
pressing your
He's
luck,
back.
Jarnick. Keep pressing your luck.
Yeah.
Keep losing the PD.
That's what
See
Vinny
what
needs
that
to
does
grab
to you.
that.
It's gonna be like in Raising Arizona. He's gonna be.
Yep.
You
gonna
might
be-
not have
He's gonna
glasses.
be pulling up with his Harley, like Raising Arizona.
Right.
Like all.
Give me that baby.
Sonic.
Give me the
All right,
baby.
now you have
Get
confidence.
in my belly.
Get in my belly.
I'm gonna eat a baby.
That's right.
Let's see if he's still there.
Is he still?
Como se dice? Big dummy in Espanol.
There? No,
He's gone.
He's gone for real. All right, we're time to do our shout outs anyway. Coming up soon.
I want to hear more about mushrooms and shit. I mean, I'm in.
Mushrooms
I'm in.
and shit.
we got
Well,
another
that's
10 we got another-
it's a combo made in heaven.
There
Actually,
you go.
You need that?
Not all need it, but some love it.
I mean, you want to keep talking about Oprah because that's like
Oh
the
yeah,
big-
let's hear about that.
right.
That's like the big thing. Yeah, so she got on a podcast with Michael Pollan, and
it was her podcast, or
yeah, it was her podcast.
Oh God!
But the problem, the prevailing narrative is that they believe that we need to be doing this, with professionals, under the guidance of trained, licensed professionals. That society isn't ready for this
Because she hasn't done
Mac and
mushrooms
cheese
enough
vision
yet.
going
Some psychedelic spaghetti right here.
But at least she wants to do them. She might be misguided
I don't
in
think
the
she
need.
said that. She just said this is,
It's very
she heard enough
powerful.
information that she's like, there's something to this.
I heard her do the whole classic. Look, it ain't like some hippie shit or something. Like she's trying to throw that kind of like.
I don't know. I don't have the stomach to watch it, but I've seen a lot of.
Let's watch it. Put it on.
And a lot of the memes
Oh,
that have been
open
floating
mushrooms.
around.
I mean,
Let's go, Jamie.
Like nobody wants to give credit to where it actually did come from. It's like yeah, it is just
Dope,
like we're
bro.
gonna do it like a bunch of hippies. We're gonna turn the lights down low and put on some mellow music and eat a bunch and giggle all night. It's like, what the fuck is so hard to understand about that? Like, just dude, there's therapeutic value in that. Like,
Or
just
sit
do
around a
that.
fire.
Fire
Like
outside,
we've
yeah,
been doing
whatever.
forever.
Yeah, like let the light
Exactly,
go low
for
and like
tens of thousands of years.
right. It shouldn't
Tell
be so hard.
stories.
Like
Tell
no,
stories.
So it's a
hang
clip
out.
from 2 weeks ago.
So if
Yeah,
we're
It's a 49
saying,
minute thing. So do you want to
No.
like
play all 49 minutes.
No.
yeah, all
don't
starting now.
Hold on. If we're saying
Highlights.
that
Highlights.
the way you experience mushrooms should be under sort of like the way you've introduced them to us, listening to them, taking your own setting and intention, not having to go to some medical antiseptic office, it's because you've done them enough. She's exposing them to people. Let them do them, and then they'll eventually go, I'm not going into a fucking clinic to use them.
I don't think it always ends up that way.
I'm hopeful.
I think that all of this is being positioning these medicines as a palliative, so that we just feel better, even though the world is turning to shit around us, instead of actually addressing the problem.
Cope rather than change.
Yeah.
It's like we should change. There's just, this medicine isn't just to cope. And she's there.
So
okay,
she's a bought mouthpiece for the government to basically get the population to just accept everything happening, but smile while doing it.
So,
I mean, me for mushrooms while you
Yes. But yeah, as long as the narrative is controlled by the medical, as long as this is a medicalized narrative, like that's, people are just going to hit the glass ceiling of that. Although, a Rolling Stone article came out a few months ago. This woman, she said, I was treating mushrooms for my depression and I wound up meeting God. Right? So these medicalized spaces, how are they going to contextualize those experiences?
Mm-hmm.
If
you're
somebody
psychotic
has,
now.
Somebody has a
Gotcha.
past life regression. How are they going to
Psychosis.
contextualize that? Yeah.
All right, I found some highlights.
Alex, it's not guided. It's a very tiny dose. It's like a 10% of a normal dose.
We're
and
talking about microdosing.
People do it not every single day. They'll do it a couple days and then a day off
That's
because you build up a
microdosing.
tolerance.
Look at her. She's all
And
confused.
many
Somebody
people
dosed this
report
woman.
relief from depression.
She's on the Ozempic.
From it. There is not a lot of science yet on it. It's very hard to study because no university institutional review board is going to let you give any amount of LSD to somebody and let them drive off in their car. It's a
But they
dose
would dose you for
that you
this
don't even
interview.
feel. It's subperceptual.
Where is everybody getting this stuff anyway?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
You snitch ass Oprah.
Why are you
Shut your
snitching?
fucking mouth.
It's around, and
fucked up.
people are selling gummies with psilocybin, even though it's not
shit.
legal. They're
Yeah.
around. They're
You
on
better
the
not say
see
your
his
name.
face?
You better not
Not
say
legal. I don't know nothing.
Microdosing may be a placebo effect.
Definitely not.
It may be, and the placebo effect is real. Make no mistake. People get better. If you have back trouble and I hand you a sugar pill, you
Michael
will feel
Pollan.
better. It's a very powerful effect, and it multiplies when you are microdosing something like LSD, which already has this magic aura about it.
It's really sad.
First guy to ever interview me was Michael Pollan, actually.
I came here
Proper
for the
interview,
same reason.
which
people
was
go to
awesome.
the-
When? What?
So in '93, 3.
Stop.
Because he was working for New York Times at the time, right? So
I just don't know if we're gonna get hit.
Stop. Are you serious?
And he
Are we gonna get in
came
trouble?
and he
I don't
interviewed
know.
me and Doug and
We about to get in trouble?
No, I'm just saying I don't know if we're gonna
say
get
it's
hit
on
for
watching these.
watching these. You know what I mean? But
I don't
Okay.
wanna
Anyhow,
see anymore.
so
But yeah, so it was like he was the
So you
New York
can't
Times.
watch YouTube on YouTube.
well, I
and
mean,
If
it
there's
just matters
music or
if-
something, or
well, I don't know. It's a TV show, so like at that point, it turns into I don't know. Some
NBC
people
owns
are
that
more.
shit or
Domain.
Yeah,
Oprah
like
cares.
It's
Our-
like if I showed the NCAA in the background right now.
it's like if Vinny did that on accident at all during the episode.
So
Hold on.
at the end of the day, like this is the narrative that's gonna like prevail for a while, and push a lot of the things that I talk about, even further into the underground.
I hope it doesn't go.
I
that
don't know,
way.
or it gives it a context to exist because like it would be underground if Oprah wasn't talking about mushrooms. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
Don't
the
remove
policing
yourself
part-
so quick.
But the
like,
policing part, right? They're
Right.
already creating this trend where places that have legalized psychedelics are now self-policing. Oregon and now Colorado.
because of state rules, because the feds would just keep it illegal forever. So the state has to create its own little set of rules, and each state can be kind of subtly different.
Right, but the culture that they're creating within the regulated environment is that they're encouraging, enticing, threatening with, getting people in trouble if you don't snitch on people.
Right, that's the cartel model for
Right.
sure.
So if you have somebody in a powerful position, speaking to that narrative, like,
Supporting
that's where people are gonna like feel safe enough to do it. I mean, it's gonna like happen in the ways and means that we've been participating in it forever, but the mainstream hasn't like caught fire yet.
I agree with you. There's like we're natural, and this is how I contextualize like this conversation because we've had it with like the adaptive vibe, the synthesis products that I work with, like the naturalists like ourselves who like connect with these things on a like natural level, like through the ecosystem and through a bigger order. Like we're always going to be doing this the way we've always done it, no matter what the rules change or no matter what Oprah say about it. It's just going to happen. But then there's all these other people that absolutely would never. Like they're not naturalists. They're mainstream by whatever modality, whatever culture. And in order for them to experience it, in order for them to gain access to even one fraction of what we've gotten from this thing, they have to do it in some other, like, in a way that we would say is like totally square and backwards and not going to work for us, but it's going to work. It's like that has to be that way for some people to trust. And so they're not going to go to a cool dude's house and like, spy him in a baggie and take him home.
But back
and
to my comment about the palliative. You know what I mean? It just like becomes about treating anxiety and depression. Meanwhile, the systems that produced all that are still going unchecked. But as long as I feel better.
I think that there's also unexpected results, like you were saying. Like they might be taking it for palliative or something, like for anxiety or depression.
Yeah.
And the doctors who are prescribing it might be thinking, this is just going to be palliative. This is just going to be to cope. And they're going to have they're going to take 4 instead of 2 one day, and they're going to have some experience, and they're going to gain some access and some insight that's, somewhat unintended.
That's what I'm hoping for. And when you talk about palliative, I just see the scene from Idiocracy where the woman is standing at the machine going, "You forgot to give me my fries." And she punches it and she goes, and it sprays her in the face with a drug. And she goes, and just walks away.
Well, that's like Brave New World Soma.
Yeah. And that
you read the book?
No.
So dystopian future.
You haven't read Brave New World?
Genius.
I have not read Brave New World.
Well, there's this caste system that you can't escape, and if somebody's they all take this drug called Soma, so that they feel better about the shit show. And if somebody's having a bad day, others will say to them, "Oh, have you had your Soma yet?" Yeah, it's like a thing.
Yeah, I've heard that. I'm not familiar with it, but I've heard that.
So I know inevitably, like we're all gonna wake up. It may not happen in this lifetime, but it's gonna happen.
Right.
Yes.
It's just like this, the kind of the fight that we get into, is just around like what this is and what it isn't. And most of the modern world can't even say psilocybin mushroom. They just say psilocybin. You know, they've reduced it to one molecule. They're not even appreciating that there's...
That's the Western model,
Yeah.
right? I mean, the Western medicinal model is like down to one molecule and one like
That's the American
symptom
way.
set.
It's like, what do I take away that makes this thing not work? Yeah. That's the active ingredient. You know,
Right.
like, and that's all we care about.
You can keep all that. You can keep all that nature shit.
I guess what I was trying to say when you mentioned Oprah, and I was positive towards it, was she gets the word out while it might not be the message you want to get out. It's kind of like CBD to cannabis for me. How CBD really helped just expose people. They started asking the question.
You gotta do.
Yeah, it's like a gatekeeping thing. She just opened
Right.
the gates for us to
Right.
to-
Tell
for
me that
people
you
to come
took
to us.
psychedelics and now you want to help the world. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like,
Hold on, tell me you want to take psychedelics.
no, tell me you took psychedelics and now you want to
want-
change the world. You know what I mean? You like you can't stand that there's starving children in the world.
You want me to read this?
But it sounded like
In a second, when
it
these
sounded
guys
like
done with their little
Oprah has never taken psychedelics.
Of course she
and
has.
the guy
She's
with her was trying to explain to her,
Forget about it.
you know, and she didn't want to. They were playing a role for the interview.
So I'm like all for people this becoming like, I hate the word normalized, but like that that we don't have to face all this stigma, right? Because when you normalize something, it makes it like uncool. You know?
Less
Like,
precious,
less-
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
Less
of
sacred.
uncool.
Uncool. You want me to read this thing now?
Yeah. This is
On
Michael
my
This
what?
is Michael Pollan. This is Michael Pollan's article that he did back in the day.
And you want Mark to read it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to read about myself.
On my last day in Amsterdam, Brian took me on a tour of his expatriate world. The community's epicenter, it's La Copule, is the CIA. Cannabis in Amsterdam, a combination shop, gathering place, and hemp store located in a large second-story loft, a short walk from Central Station. The afternoon Brian and I dropped by was the last day of the Cannabis Cup, and Americans were lining up to buy seeds to take home. Tiny and odorless marijuana seeds are not difficult to smuggle. With their glossy, four-color photographs and extravagant promises, the catalogs they consulted might have been published by Burpee. I asked Adam Dunn, one of the two Americans who run the CIA, what had been his big sellers that week. Hindu Kush had sold out, he said, and AK-47 was moving briskly, even at $30 a seed. The 47 refers to the number of days till harvest. Everybody was asking for a variety called bubblegum, which smells more like bazooka than marijuana, making it one of the safest, that is, least detectable indoor varieties to grow. Oh, did you send?
Fucking cool.
Did you,
That's
it. Okay.
That's fucking
That was
cool.
it. Yeah, that's cool,
Got
man.
interviewed by Michael Pollan. When did you? That was '93.
That was in '93.
So he's
Motherfuckers
interviewed
Don't even
Adam
know. Come on.
and Oprah. You're in good
Yeah,
company.
I mean, it's all great.
6 degrees.
Yeah, dude.
We only took one there, one or two.
I mean, it
I
goes
mean,
with all
you
that
could, that's a
Rockefeller money.
conversation starter right there. You could walk up to Oprah at a party when you go with the Rothschilds, and you say,
it's the first guy
I
ever."
saw your interview. Yeah, Pollan interviewed me in '93.
Yeah. No, you don't even say the first part. You say, well, when Michael Pollan interviewed me
30
it
years
wasn't
ago.
exactly like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little younger. He had the same foresight and the same interrogative
He was
statements.
always into drugs, and all his stuff has always been kind of drug related.
Right, but he acts all fucking. When you read that book, he acts all like, "I was such a square, straight edge."
He right after we decriminalized in Denver, he wrote an op-ed about maybe you should reel in the reins. We're not quite ready for this yet.
Bitch, you ain't
Really?
ready, fool. Come on, like it's been ready. Like this is not. This is long. All this is long overdue. Come on, like
Yeah.
this is
You know what I'm ready for, Miles? Barbecue.
barbecue.
It's that So High Cafe.
So
Are we
High
doing that? Is that what they're doing now?
So High Cafe, www.sohighcafe.com, 4300 West Alameda. Come on down and get some.
Want some barbecue?
Home of the yellow floppy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Independence.
Can't find us? Look for the yellow floppy guy.
Yeah, dude.
Idea comes along
Yellow
that's
Mr.
just a
Floppy.
little,
And it's not the guy in the Lakers.
and before you know it,
Okay?
whoops, you're in a cult.
Honey, where are my eggs?
Yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Floppy Guy.
Be careful.
So we got a Floppy Guy out there now, so you can't miss it.
Bring it on down.
Yeah, come on down.
Bring it on down to Floppy
We're trying to
Town.
pack it out. We actually,
Oh,
yeah, we made it real nice inside. Now you can come inside and have a
And not
nice
have it-
time.
and not
There's
have a
no
podcast.
smoke.
There's
and
no
not wonder if
guy.
you're on camera.
Oh, you might end up on camera.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because
sign
you're,
release.
you're in there. Anyways,
Sign release.
Ozo Coffee,
is on
barbecue,
tap.
Is available.
smoker.
It's available there.
Yep. Oh.
Wait, let's go straight into Ozone.
Oh, little new
OzoCoffee.com.
OzoCoffee.com.
I did that on
We
accident, but-
Just brought some Mexico coffee. That's what it says, Mexico, but it's Mexican. You go to Ozo Coffee, you enter Dunn Deal 2024, and you will get 20% off your order. They ship it to you. You can't use it at the store, but they do have 6 or 7 stores across Boulder and Longmont. They buy beans green, shipped to Boulder, and roasted in a 1959 roaster. It's amazing coffee.
You should see-
OzoCoffee.com.
If they'll do like you do it with DHG, like if they'll like put me on there as like
No,
the
we-
house blend,
no,
I'm
we-
like house.
Oh, shit.
Suburban House Radio blend.
Suburban House Radio blend. Yes, I like that. Well, we need
Will
to get
you
ours.
text me that so I remember?
Genius.
I shut everything out that happened during the show.
No,
once
and
that
we definitely
went
need
off.
the Adam Dunn Show blend kind of coming up too. Same
Oh
time,
yeah,
so we'll do the whole
same time.
range.
Oh yeah, same time
And then we'll
range.
do the Vinny's fucking ridiculously
with,
over caffeinated.
donut
donut
Over
blend.
caffeinated Vinny
Oh.
Vinny bag of donuts.
Vinny's bag of
We
donuts.
need
Vinny's
some
bag
for
of donut
420.
blend. Huh?
We need some bags for 420 for Bar Trip Town.
Okay.
Mr. X is on camera.
Buildasoil.com.
Springtime
No,
code
no, don't
right
say
now.
it. Don't say it so.
Springtime.
Holy
ad.
shit.
Look
You
at-
can't say
there's a-
it. If you say it, then
Now
it's-
everyone knows how to go find it. Now it's
Go
going to have to be
on.
edited out.
Buildasoil.com.
There it is.
Oh, too late.
Too late.
Oh, fuck.
Wow, dude.
Luckily, it's a
You
far
just
away
made
shot.
an enemy. Does he know yet?
Nope.
No.
Uh-oh.
You let Dave
Finally
know.
happened.
Wow.
Finally happened here.
Oh, shit. I won't say anything. Somebody's going to call him.
Zibbity-doo.
Telly's watching the show.
Telly knows.
Yeah.
Well, that's still
And he's
Telly.
probably pulling the still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pause and
Zoom
hold
in.
the film.
Oh,
Like,
Vinny.
do it like,
Look how much barbecue Mr. X used to eat.
Oh, shit.
That's your boy right there.
That's a boy, Jeremy.
That's
Look
my
at
boy.
Fermented plant extracts. All everybody. Everybody knows the best weed comes from living soil. Buildasoil is the best living soil.
Did you listen
Everybody
last week
knows that shit.
to the
Nope.
no-till hooligan?
No, but I liked the home.
Yeah, he was all talking like most of his stuff he got from Build a Soil. And then I was
That's-
like, "Did you get the ferments from?" He's like, "Of course."
That's what they
So
know.
we were exactly. It's the shit. So if you're into organic growing, contact them. But you have to call them. Go to 855-877-SOIL. Say, "Yo, I saw Miles on the show. I need some
said,
of those
"Get the Dunn
ferments.
deal."
I want
Done
the Dunn
deal.
deal." Exactly. And then you will get extra special treatment. 'Cause you not only said
Buildasoil.com.
Done deal, but you said Miles and Dunn.
Share mark.
They got the best. They got the best customer service. So
Chat
give
is
them a call.
saying, are you guys seriously not going to give us an actual recap on Spannabis?
Well, no. We
You better squeeze that in right quick, Dave.
Yeah.
How was it?
No, we did. Boy, the thing is that the main guy that was coming on to talk about it was the guy that had the emergency with his kid because he's.
Oh, that's right.
he's-
Box Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Box
No,
Brown.
Box Brown.
Oh.
I wanted. Yeah.
And so
Yeah, so making fun of a guy for taking care of
I
his
had
kid, Chad.
questions
so
for
he was
Box
going to do the
Brown.
most about it. Now he did talk about no, actually it was Dave getting hit in the nuts.
That was Spannabis.
That's
That's a recap.
Spannabis.
Get
That's
it?
the recap.
That's the recap, dude.
That's the recap.
Well, there's your recap.
Did you guys go?
He
I
went.
did.
Okay.
It's all his fault. The non-recap. No, actually, so
Okay.
Box Brown, who is now on his third attempt to come in on the show, which would be funny. So,
Oh, that's
are you
funny.
coming next week too? Is that what's happening?
Me?
Yeah.
Not in person. Bro.
What?
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll be
dude.
back in Denver. The
Aw,
drum and bass.
come
I don't
on.
know.
Oh shit!
There's a
Actually,
bowl
there
of
is.
milk
There
out.
is. There is. That's the funny part.
I didn't have to roll one joint tonight.
You know there's an STS9 water bottle over here.
What?
That's
Nice, dude.
Well, actually take it
Is it?
because that means he has to come back for it.
Don't take
I'm
a drink.
coming
It
back
might be
over there
acid.
for
Yeah,
it.
don't
It's
drink
got
out of it.
acid.
Whatever
in
you
it,
do, don't drink out of it.
100%.
Don't drink out of it.
Okay.
but-
Should we go back to shout-outs then?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you,
sorry,
Bill
sorry,
DeSoto.
Chad, but when you see Box Brown, I'll get more of the lowdown because he was a man on the street and he's a cartoonist and he's all about like documenting everything.
Yeah.
Either
Okay.
mentally or in his cartoons or whatever.
Well,
So
we'll try this again.
His
check his link on.
comics are the best.
Check his link on our page and you can already get a bunch of
Oh, yeah.
updates because he was literally documenting. He wasn't like Dave. Dave, I said, shoot videos, walk around. What did he do?
He got
sat down,
someone else to
talked
record
some
something for him.
shit, and sent that in, and that was it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That wasn't what we asked for.
You don't
we
have
wanted to
like
cruise
dozens
around.
of hours
I
of
had
video.
nobody there. You fucked up. You didn't
It's called
go.
selfie, bro.
No, you just go.
Wait, you don't have like
Hey,
an
what's up,
extra
bro?
cell
What's going
phone?
on?
I'm
Just give
talking
him
to
a-
you.
Did you give him like an
I
extra
figured it
cell
was all
phone?
boob shots. I was waiting for the Dave looking down the shirt
your
shots.
element.
What's going on?
All right.
Yeah.
That was usually what happens.
Thank you, Bill DeSoil.
Something?
No,
Nothing?
not even that.
YoTip.com.
Dave, take it away.
What are Yo Tips, Dave? Tell
What
me
are
about
they?
it.
Stop
They
eating
are a
them.
better way to smoke and a way to keep you
They're tasty
safe
as fuck.
This is
during Wook flu season, conference cough, COVID, hippie lip. They're made from recyclable birchwood, renewable. You find them at yotip.com or Yo Products LLC on Instagram. But we really want this product sold with every pre-roll. So if you're somewhere smoking a pre-roll right now, get us in touch with the company. Okay? They really should be packaging Yo Tips with either the rings or with the actual Yo Tip product. So you go to yotip.com. Tell me you heard about it on the Adam Dunn Show.
Nice, you nailed it.
Greenfarmsmed.com.
Farms Med. We got 1 month exactly till 4/20. So if you are in Colorado and you want to finally, you don't have to have a medical card because it's going to be rec in the Springs, which is going to change the game. So keep an eye out for that. We got a whole bunch of new stuff coming down. If you're a Patreon listener, I'm going to do a little garden tour today. Well, a quick garden tour because the lights were going out. But I got a little quick garden tour for the Patreon listeners.
Oh, good.
And viewers. So come check us out. Go to greenfarmsmed.com.
Patreon is a lot of fun. Patreon show.
And if you need a med card
Oh, yeah.
until we get wrecked down there, you're gonna go to holoshealth.org and tell them
And get a
the
card
done
anyway.
deal.
And you have double your chances. When you go in there.
Yeah.
20% off your med card and your microdose mushroom therapy.
Apothecaryfarms.com.
What? You're like
We
talking
just
my
broke
language.
Travis's heart.
Wait,
He's
what?
like, what are we? We're not doing that.
Go back. It's
Cohen.
Dr. Joe Cohen.
Cohen in Boulder.
He does Holos Health and he does MMJ cards, but he also does microdose therapy. And he's not $10,000.
Don't act surprised that you know what's crazy is that you're acting surprised that your weed guy has mushrooms. Like, come on, this
you're
is
like,
this
what?
should be
That
really
guy?
normal, right? Like
Even
this
though
is
$5,000 can access my medicine. My integration course is sold.
This is his real
well,
commercial.
I'm gonna follow up with this, and I'm gonna see how much he charges, and then I'm gonna talk about it in my Monday class.
You should.
Because I show all the comparisons, like what's going on.
You absolutely
they're
should.
OGs. The Cohens.
Yeah.
Okay. holoshealth.org. Apothecaryfarms.com. Check them out. Aurora, Denver and Oklahoma.
I wrote to Brent.
Okay.
I said tonight was the last.
Yeah, I forgot to change it in here.
Really? Why? You need some hash.
So, right now, you go to DabXGo,
He
dabx.com.
got slapped by his people. Like, you gave away hundreds.
Anyways, dabx.com.
dabx.com. You enter Done Deal at checkout, and you get 20% off any product there. And if you purchase a Go, it's normally $199. Drops down to $159 with the code, and you get a free cleaning kit.
Which is very essential.
Shipped to your home.
You can get in lipstick red.
What? Really?
Yeah, dude. A red Dabex, a black Dabex, and a silver one.
I've never
They
seen
must be out of the white
silver.
ones.
There wasn't a white one ever.
Wasn't?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
I thought it would have been good. We could have made the flag.
If you have a rig that you like, you can get this thing.
That's
and this thing
heavy.
rocks. This thing rocks, dude.
There's
It's
a new
really
one
good.
coming- There's a new one coming out.
And there's a
which
new
is-
one coming out too. So, but
Which we're
this
not
one's
supposed to talk about yet because
Oh.
then they can't sell the first one right there.
well, I know.
Well,
but
look how cheap it is.
These things,
What's
I know,
the-
but these things
That's such a
rock,
good
dude.
deal.
This one rocks as
What's
it is.
10, 14?
It's actually, even though it's
114.
called the MK Rocket 2,
But it drops
it's
in any rig.
completely different.
Nope, and you're good to
So pick this one up, pick up a Go, use a Done Deal code, you'll get 20% off.
Yeah.
Boom, done deal.
14 or bolder.
You know where
Turns
that goes.
15 this year. You enter Done Deal at checkout at
And you touch it, you tap
14erbolder.com.
it, like,
You get 20% off your order. These new vape are fucking phenomenal. You also want to try their rosin, the geode, their flower, their tincture, their gummies. They're a disruptive dispensary, which means they don't carry other companies' products. Everything they sell, they grew themselves. They either turned into rosin themselves, or they provided the extract, which was made by Apothecary, to the gummy or tincture company. So you go to 14erbolder.com, enter Done Deal at checkout, take a look for their 420 specials. Once something is marked a 420 special, even if you enter Done Deal, you're not going to get an additional discount. But we appreciate you using the code so they can keep track of it. 14erbolder.com.
Boom.
Wow, Mr. Disclaimer over here.
Stundenglass.
Stundenglass.
One of the bigger done deals out there. It's 23%.
Are they
Right?
out there? Did you see them everywhere?
I didn't. I saw one booth that had their products, but it wasn't them. It was like a.
It was a knockoff.
What?
No, it was like a distributor for wherever they were.
Oh, I got you.
But they will have a massive presence at Mary Jane in June.
And maybe Dave will, let him know about that microphone idea that we had.
So I learned something from being on the show that we don't give fucking ideas away until we figure out what we want out of it.
Okay.
Wow,
okay?
look at you.
Because it's just everybody uses our ideas and we don't even get a fucking Christmas card from them.
All right.
Whoa.
Do tell.
All right. Stundenglass.com.
And how do you
Get the
really
done
think,
deal.
Dave?
Wow. HortotechDirect.com.
Look, I just got you the brushes.
You know, nobody's stolen the best idea you guys have ever had, though, and that's the chair, the rocket chair or whatever.
Rocket chair.
It's not a.
What did you call it?
Yeah, Rocket Man.
The Violator or whatever.
You're talking about the Vindicator.
That
That could be a violator.
It's the Vindicate.
Shit,
You said it the wrong way.
Somebody should.
Yeah.
Somebody should steal that.
Steal that idea.
And do it like
a
yeah.
ride, like a ride.
Wow.
Like a,
Please don't. HortotechDirect.com. Tell me you heard about it on the show. There are greenhouses for every environment you grow in.
somebody buy a greenhouse, damn it.
From freezing cold to super hot.
Someone needs
HortotechDirect.com. If you buy a greenhouse, it would make our year.
You'd grow
Okay?
some weed and some mushrooms in it.
You get 5% off.
I could have went to Spannabis if somebody had bought a greenhouse.
HortotechDirect.com. And if you buy a greenhouse, you do wind up with 6 free of Adam's favorite trim brushes, which they are changing the
Try 'em
name
yet? You haven't tried
to
them.
Adam's favorite trim
No, I
brush.
haven't had a harvest yet, but I got a brush. I'm about to use it.
HortotechDirect.com.
They're the shit.
RockyMountainHigh.co. Check them out. Get the done deal. 20% off. They're all over the place. Literally. I drove past like 2 of them yesterday. I was all driving around.
They're like,
yeah,
fucking-
they're everywhere.
they're like Dunkin'
They're everywhere,
Donuts.
dude.
Like Dunkin' Donuts on the East Coast.
Yeah, man. You can't miss it.
Fuck.
Check it out.
That's the
RockyMountainHigh.co. Get the done deal.
It was at fucking Dunkin' Donuts. in Barcelona.
Terpwipes.com/done deal. That's the only thing
There
you
was a
need.
Domino's pizza in Barcelona,
Yeah.
and fucking Doug ordered Domino's.
That's
Sick,
so
dude.
bad.
I could not
disgusting.
fucking believe it.
No wonder Big Dummy yelled at him.
I got like 5 guys while we were out there or something
Low
like that.
class.
That's not good.
That was weird.
You got 5 guys in Barcelona?
Yeah, someone. Well, because I was stuck doing the show, and someone brought me food from somewhere else.
Stuck doing the show? When was this?
Wow.
At the tower? Was this at the tower?
Katie always talks about how you have a great crowd presence and you should be working that because that subtle sarcasm is so not subtle.
Okay.
Party.
Terpwipes.com/done deal. It's one of the best products we've ever had on the show. It's great for
Most
every
used.
stoner cleanup you can think of.
Oh, dude.
So there's no
most
need to
used
enter
deal.
a code other than the website
They're everywhere.
terpwipes.com/done deal.
Don't you want to become a cult leader?
Numbnutsco.com. CBD infused nut butters delivered straight to your door. If you want to get THC infused nut butters, hit the Find Our Nuts button and check out the Colorado dispensaries here that carry it. Numbnutsco.com.
Sunscape LED. Tell me you heard about it on the show.
Jerome Baker.
That's our boy.
Oh, shit.
It's coming season again. He's going to be throwing parties like every weekend because it's about to be summer there.
Wait,
Great.
Vegas?
Like, best place ever. What are you
Where's
talking
he
about now?
In
At-
Vegas?
At
Who wants
Las
to be
Vegas
in
Dream
summer
Factory.
in Vegas? Nobody.
No, there's not
That's
that
the
one.
worst time to
We need
be
to do a show from Hawaii.
Let's
Let's
I
go.
thought that's where Jerome Baker's studios was at.
It is.
And in Hawaii, too.
Oh, okay.
JeromeBakerGlass.com. Tell him you heard about it on the show. He'll take good care of you. You got to have a product from them. He's Bob Snodgrass's 7th student. Snodgrass really changed the entire glass world. Just go to JeromeBakerGlass.com. Tell him you heard about it on the show.
JB was
Hey,
fucking
bro. 7th.
Snodgrass's student. I didn't know
Now
that.
we're talking. SeedsHereNow.com. The first round flash sale. Buy 2, get 1 free is automatically delicious.
Is that
5
true?
packs. Seeds Here Now is #1 U.S. cannabis seed bank, and the flavor of the month is berry, 20% off. The breed of the month is Happy Dreams Genetics, 20% off. And if you are into live plants being sent, we have IWantClones.com. Also, the vault is back, isn't it?
The vault
Yes,
is back.
The vault is back. So, and you can pay with crypto. SeedsHereNow.com, the gold standard of genetics. Oh, we got our first cult jacket sold.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was so excited. Then I realized
You saw it, and then it was all
Vinny.
Vinny.
Like I was like, oh.
Yeah, I
I was like,
know.
you're already part of the cult, bro.
Well,
I wanted to see what it looked like.
Well, Vinny's not going to get the seeds, but if one of you guys get the cult
He's got seeds.
sweatshirt jacket,
Got seeds all day.
Actually, the next person to buy it, shouldn't they? You give them Vinny seeds in addition to the seeds they get.
oh, it's like doubled up, dude. Doubled up.
We've
I'll
just
donate
doubled
bunch
the
of stuff.
incentive.
Dave's
Which
back.
Somebody buy a
Dave's-
jacket,
Somebody buy a
you get
fucking
so much
jacket.
Shit.
Dave's
Just
back.
seeds and
he
seeds.
is
Every
giving
once in a
away
while,
more
if you
shit
check
than
the
ever.
website, they'll have
You want
15%
that jacket
off.
sold. You
Oh,
know you
dude.
do.
Maybe
I
we
want the
can buy
cult,
one
bro.
and put it on the inflatable tube, man.
Yeah, I need to be like,
Oh, maybe it'll fit.
That's genius.
yeah, we make the wider, make the
Little
wider.
dude
I
man
know if
wear
it's
the
big
cult
hit.
jacket.
Yeah,
Pretty heavy.
Be heavy
I don't
though.
know if
Be
it'd
like,
make
All
it.
right. Well, that
So wait,
concludes.
it's the point in the show where I just need to
I
disclose
think we could
something.
paint that
Oh,
on.
God.
though.
I'm
Here we
really
Pocket
sorry,
jersey would work.
Here we go.
What?
Travis. I dosed that water.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're sorry. You told
Yeah.
us. You said it was cool.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So
you
we
said it's
figured
cool.
we'd all
We're
dose
cool.
it.
You did too?
I did too.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
wow.
Miles!
Shit. Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh,
I dosed myself as well.
oh.
Right
I
after
thought
my
I was being
coffee this
original.
morning, yeah.
Here we were.
You Mark too?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I thought I was being original.
Yeah, we all.
All right, call an Uber for Travis.
I could walk home from here.
You're an Uber.
I'm really close now.
Oh, that's nice,
Right on.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you moved from your
Down
house
first
from forever.
and-
You were there for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of
It
those.
was a pretty
you can
ugly
tell.
dismount, but
It's rough, I know. Those big moves.
well, she like emotionally abused me at the end and did some awful things.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
We had to when I had to move one time. We had to move the business and the house at the same time, and it was like it went on for months and months and months because it was like there's so much stuff and nowhere to put anything because I didn't.
You almost
Nor-
said crap.
Usually you'd move the stuff from the house to the store to the shop or the shop to that. This time there was both at the same time.
There's
I had
nowhere
like-
to go.
and there were like a huge reduction in size and space, and I was just like, oh shit, I gotta like actually get rid of stuff and not just fuck around. So yeah, those rough moves.
Who is that, Vinny?
Nice, dude.
That's
Raekwon.
Raekwon at the
Yeah, dude.
Hood Lab doing the leaf blower.
Ah,
Nice.
is that
Sick.
what that is?
Yep.
Here, I'll zoom in on it real quick.
So we'll have your Spannabis update next week.
Look at that
Sorry,
eye.
we did not honor the card. We called our lawyers. They understood since he didn't make it on the
Oh, look
show.
at that
We weren't
Wu-Tang. That's
obligated
perfect. Look how perfect
talk
that is.
about
It's like
that.
he has it in his hand. Like Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Woo. It's pretty good.
That is. That.
$5 for Patreon
Oh, yeah,
if you're not a
Patreon.
member.
You can see more exciting things like that.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Patreon is pretty good.
Patreon gets good.
Patreon is the best because the landlady's
pretty
in the
damn
house. Now we have Miles here, so then keeps
Gotta
going.
rotate.
Dave
Get to
usually
see
runs
the
away.
garden.
I'm usually watching basketball.
Dave
It's
usually
not
runs
going
away. That makes
nowhere.
it
We
extra
stay-
special.
He's winning 73-51.
Who-
But sometimes he stays
Oh.
when he's feeling it.
It has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
feeling it or not.
Well, join Patreon, dude. It's fun. We
It
get
is.
into
It is
Grow
fun.
with Adam. You get exclusive
and Green Farms.
no talk mixes. Instead of hearing me talk all over my mixes, you can get no talk mixes there. And
We get previews from Palm Springs.
Oh yeah, Palm Springs, and also there's a live chat link so you can talk to us. You can come and ruin our show, and we like that.
Be part of the show.
We want that to happen.
If you're Patreon, you can just talk into the show.
Yeah, we put the Zoom link into the chat so that people can
Zoom
see
right
it.
in.
Can talk to us.
Anybody.
Like you can talk to Miles.
That one guy.
That's right.
All right.
Got to pay $1.05 for that.
Yeah,
though.
bro.
It gets entertaining, at least. For sure.
All right.
Support the show. Join the Patreon. Come hang out. Extra hour.
Yeah, it's fun.
Sometimes too.
Put it out there. The first listener to buy a coat gets the seeds and our gratitude.
And a bunch of seeds.
Oh,
not
right?
just one or two.
Our
packs.
gratitude.
Now Miles is
I'll
jumping
put
in.
seeds
Oh,
a couple packs, yeah.
Crazy.
Oh,
2
Or
packs?
Like 3. Shit.
Oh shit.
3 packs of seeds.
So wait
This
a
thing
second.
just got-
For all you fucking
That's
your
5
seed
packs
people
of
out there,
seeds.
that's 5 packs of fucking
it
seeds
5?
from 2 of the best.
Where did
For
5? I said
$60.
3.
Yeah,
For
I'm-
just a
I'm putting-
picture.
I'm throwing 2 in.
Yeah.
Already.
With a sweatshirt.
You get more
You should
Miles
put
seeds
3.
than Adam seeds.
Oh, now there's 3
I'll put
and 3.
4 in if you put 4.
Nice, dude.
Wow. All right. That would be 8.
You know how much money you would make from buying this coat?
8 packs.
You could sell their
Let's
seeds.
sell one of these motherfucking coats.
Wow.
Okay, so perfect because Box Brown just said he's going to schedule for next week too because his kid got sick for some reason.
That's fine.
Whoa, was that your phone just saying
Bummer.
sale made?
Hope the kid feels better, and you
Yeah,
know
it says
we'll talk to him next
Uncut
week.
Bush just bought
Yeah,
it.
tell him not to worry. Uncut just bought one?
Yeah, Uncut just bought 5 jackets that he wants.
Wait, did we say that's 50 packs of seeds, man?
He's like
He said, "I'll buy one now."
He's starting a seed company. He's starting a seed
He's
company.
starting a seed company.
Look
Yeah,
what you did, Miles.
this is great.
This
That's
is the
perfect 'cause
wrong
he can
way.
come pick him up, and we don't even have to send him. That would be the best.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
That's the best.
Yeah,
He
that
comes
we
select
can't
them.
ship to Minnesota.
No, nobody's shipping anywhere. He's going to
Yeah,
grow them
gotta come in
in
here.
his car. Out
Like some
in
trailer
Colorado.
park boy shit.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we turned Big Dummy's RV into, is it? The
mobile grow.
Mobile grow.
Like the remember the library bus thing? What was that called again?
The library bus?
Yeah, they had that bus that came.
Bookmobile?
Bookmobile. That's what it was.
You
Like,
drive to follow the sun.
But library bus sounded so good. It's like really better. We should have been calling it bookmobile. That's
no, but Bookmobile has
library
like, terrarium
bus.
vibes already. Like you see, Bookmobile feels
It's
like
misleading.
It's a rolling terrarium.
Library bus
like
is
that.
more.
The only
Library bus sounds
presentation.
like a really rigid. A lot of
We still have
stacked up-
5, 4, 3, 2 before somebody could buy librarybus.com. Get on it.
Library bus.
Travis, thank you for coming in. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have come back long before you got, because I for those of you who know Travis, he was close to mad when we ran that ad for Holos Health. So I'm sure we'll see him again and
That's,
find
you've
out.
never seen me mad.
I said almost.
No, I was dazed off doing something else, and when you said that, it really caught my attention. I was like,
Yeah, we
who's-
noticed.
Mushrooms, that's
who's-
my thing.
Who's advertising mushrooms? Because that's like
A big deal.
I saw a dispensary commercial on TV.
They're
last night.
OGs.
No,
you know.
Mushroom
for real,
dispensary?
Vinny?
For real.
A
On
mushroom
what channel?
dispensary ad on TV.
Channel 31, I think.
I believe
Oh,
it.
for some.
Fox?
Yeah, it's connected to a liquor store. It's over.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's okay.
Dispensary liquor store, and they had a full-on ad for it right after
Mushroom liquor store.
I wanna-
What time?
Mushrooms attached to a liquor store.
That's crazy.
Pleasure. About.
I love your logic, Miles.
Like late at
Look,
night, right?
This is the world we live. This
Yeah. It was a late
is
night one for
2025, baby. It's time-
Remember, So High Cafe, AdamDunnShow.com, Patreon. You want to become a subscriber. And come listen next week, too.
All right.
Say goodnight to your lovely wife, Cece.
50 packs of
Yeah,
seeds.
that's right. But before CC and
CC.
PDX has been guarding Floppy Man all night long.
We are in that neighborhood.
We have Floppy Guard out there.
Nice.
Told him.
What's a kid going to do? He weighs 67 pounds.
an ass.
It's locked up to the bench.
It's all right. He's just there to sound the alarm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
He's got a bell.
Ding,
Just
ding, ding,
rings
ding,
it.
ding. Yeah, exactly. So see you guys over on Patreon.
Peace.
And see you next week. So next week we're gonna have the more updates besides Dave getting flicked in the nuts.
Real actual updates.
Real
too
actual
much.
updates. Yeah, real proper
boy.
updates. See you there, and hopefully see you at Patreon.
And maybe we'll hear from Ed, who's in India.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He'll be out the toilet. Going,
Well, he's already done that on the show.
He's done
All right.
everything. He'll have done everything at this point. See you guys. Peace out.
Practically every one of the top 40 records
Oh, I know all about that.